waiting for the thing to make sure it functions before I can, Yay! Okay, there we go. Give me a quick second, I gotta, like, point furiously on my, my other socials. Tell people I'm doing stuff. I'm very good at this, I swear. Stream? You can hear me? No. You can't hear me, it's illegal. Don't illegal in my stream. Nobody can hear me. I'm invisible. Hiding. Oh wait, no, I actually could hide. Look. There we go. I'm totally hiding on the floor. This is the best way I've got to do it. Hello, hello. It's me. I don't normally stream on here, so I'm doing it different. We'll see how this goes. I'm so sad though. All of my cool shit doesn't work on here. I have like this entirely what's it called? Like an entire nice fancy coded layout for Twitch, and then obviously in here it doesn't do anything. Oh, sad times. It's okay, empty pub. For people who know my Twitch, if you go into it, you can still exist in it and it works. It's all hunky-dory. It functions properly. So you can technically just sit in the Twitch thing and still use all of the redeems and stuff, and it will work, 100%. So not an issue there. I'm just sad that I can't get the YouTube API thing. I have no idea. And you guys don't have like, what are they called? There's a term. What did it go? The redeems. You don't have redeems in the YouTube stream. So I'm just like, what do I do with it? It doesn't exist. And you don't do raids and stuff either. Or at least not that I know of, I guess. I'm very unused to the YouTube system of how everything works. Use it with YouTube video. I mean, very fair, yeah. Although I suppose you'd miss the YouTube chat that would go on in this particular instance. Also, hello, Valorant. So this is a. I love how I streamed like 3 days a week for the last like couple of years. And I'm acting like it's brand new. I got like all nervous and stuff because I don't stream on here at all. My brain just died. But it's okay, I have water. I have my comfort doodle that is in front of me if I want to doodle. And yeah, that's pretty much the majority of this, but yeah. We can react with emotes from this one menu in the chat. Oh my god. But you have all the pretty emotes! All the pretty emotes over on Twitch, you know? Oh, sorry, I probably shouldn't say the other place. We have it on the other platform, where they have all of the pretty ones, and then we have most of my OCs doing really weird things, like eating pins. Boop the dot. No, I'm locking people in. I'm locking the non-existent people that normally sit at the tables in, okay? You guys are stuck here with me. But hello, welcome. I don't know if I'll do another one of these. I may do one every now and then because I entirely forget that I should post on my YouTube channel and that I actually have stuff to share. I'm great at it. Very, very good. That's why there's like 6 months to 2 years between my uploads. The Bennu stare! No! Don't judge me, I'm a door. But yeah, so, I've got, I thought I'd do at least one of these so I can go over a couple of my things that I have. I thought you streamed this year. They saved on my Twitch. They're saved for like the first week or two, and then they kind of just disappear after that. Otherwise, I mean, I stream like I did stream 3 times a week. I've bumped it down to 1 day a week, which is Saturdays for now, only because I burned out massively, and I was recoding my entire layout, and on top of that I was doing work stuff and a bunch of other stuff, and I just died miserably. So once a week, I stream on Twitch. And if I'm enjoying it, then we will have like an 8-hour stream. It's great. Otherwise, you know, it's like a typical 4 to 5 hours, I think is the usual that I try to run through. But yeah, we have mini games on there. We have audios and stuff to listen to. I draw a lot. I might do some other bits and bobs. Sometimes I'll do programming. I might show off a game or something that I'm in the middle of making. You know, all the bits and bobs. But yeah, I'm quite happy with all those. Oh, which I already was the door. There we go. I'll be on the table. I can have this whole place to myself. I just realized. Ah, this is what it's like to have like closed hours. Nobody can come in here. But yeah. You miss your colors. Oh, I'm sorry, man. What have I been up to? That's what this stream is for. I'm gonna be showing people a bunch of the stuff I've been making, including, I guess you can see it on the screen, my layout. So I made this fancy layout. It's programmed entirely in Unity. And I'm remaking it because the new one's better. That's just how it goes. You know, it's fine. So I have, I can change my lights. We can turn the lights on and off. It's very, very fancy, very pretty. We've got like a bunch of different rooms. So there's a bunch of those. I can do this. Let me just change it to Masquerade because nobody's gonna do anything in here. Ta-da! And I get a different outfit. Ta-da! Aren't I pretty? It's me! Again! Just entirely not the same. Yeah, so my character is a shapeshifter. She has no neck. That is, you can see her head floating. Don't worry about it. It totally functions. It's not a problem. But yeah, Benny's a shapeshifter. Her entire little area that she lives in, so my tavern is interdimensional and it is also shapeshifting. So whenever I want to change my mood to a different place, I can. We have this one and we have the slumber party one. Yeah, isn't it cute? It's like just a cutesy thing that I have. We can't see the couple. I'm sorry, okay? They still exist. I'll make people listen to them just be adorable together. Don't worry about it. Yeah, I know. I love them. The Masquerade one's my favorite. There's a couple of other ones that I'd like to do, and I might still do them depending on how much free time I get and how much I still get excited to stream and stuff. But I mean, we'll get there. She's Nicholas, yeah. I'm adorable and Nicholas, I guess. don't worry about it. Yeah, we'll keep it on Masquerade, because that one's my favorite. It's the prettiest one. I'm sad none of the mini games will work, but oh well, this is how it is, I guess. We can also turn the lights off in here. Isn't it pretty? Oh yeah, we're gonna do Slumber Party. Slumber Party with a bunch of like fancy stuff. One of the mini games I wanted to code was prank calls. So you would prank call characters of mine and friends. So you just input random numbers into a phone and then you had the chance to like prank call a random person. You know, good times, man. Alrighty, so let me, I'm trying to figure out actually which the best place to go to is. As cool as it is to showcase the entire layout, we can't use it because it's not designed for YouTube. So it's mostly just, wow, look, it's pretty in each individual room, I suppose. So I might as well show off some of these. You guys can pretend you're still voting for slimes. We'll do a slime race. Can you prank call? You could totally prank call Devin to waste his time. You'd have to figure out his number though. Alright, there you go. If you do actually have my Twitch chat open for any random reason, you can play the actual game. Otherwise, I'm just gonna let one of these go, and then I'll go to the next room, and then we'll showcase like some of my old projects and stuff. But dial the lug. I love logs so much, man. It's been a while since the last stream on YouTube. It's been like 5 years, I think, was the last time I did it. Ash, I know you're not playing, but please win. Wait. I'm not gonna be fast enough. Damn it! Why isn't it not connected? Let me, I love how this whole time it's just not connected for some reason. Oh, is it? Why is it not connecting at all? Wait. Okay, yeah, my keyboard's working. I guess I'll figure this out later. Twitch chat ain't working, methinks. Twitch died. What? Twitch died? I mean, so normally I have a system that, it double checks all of my, my stuff on, like, the actual system, but, yeah. So I'm not sure what's going on in there. Oh, wait! What was I doing? I was gonna show off the vibe room. Vibe room's just pretty. Okay, so this is the room I'll be using for most of my stream. Before that, though, I'm just gonna go in here. So this is a fancy room that I made. Buzz! Hello, Buzz! Ah, my buddies. I got like so many of my buddies watching, which is lovely. Let's see. Kaizen, pop your ass in here. There we go, it's the boy. Ta-da! Yeah, I've been having fun with audio for the past... How many years have I been doing audio now? I think I started... So, OC Chronicles is when I started making audio. That was like 7 years ago. I've gotten a lot better. Thank God for that. It sounds really nice. But yeah, I'm really happy. I got it to, I got it a lot better. But yeah, I'm super happy with this one. Benny can also change pose in here, just a little less drastic than before. So she can read a book. So if I read books, I have my book reading. Yeah, totally makes sense. Yeah, don't worry about it. I can contemplate life. I can give up on life. Perfect. That's all Benny has in this room. Because it was designed mostly to just be a nice vibe space. We can turn the lights off, but it's not quite pristine. In this one. We also have like a bunch of puzzles and stuff that I have throughout all of my rooms, and they unlocked a bunch of the story audio that I'm going to show off later. I am sad that I don't have my new layout on, because my new layout's so much better in terms of like all the typicals that I wanted, but I can show it off while I'm running through here. Did breaking news work? It didn't. I don't know why, but it's not connecting to Twitch. My layout's just not connecting at the moment. Like at all. I can't connect it to Twitch whatsoever. Which is a first, because obviously I streamed last week and it was fine. It has Nightcore. I know, it has Nightcore, it's so good. I accidentally figured out how to Nightcore. Alright, let me just grab a new PSD to put all the artwork stuff in, so I don't have to share what I was doing. Alright. It's being evil. It is! It's not normally that bad, so... It's very bizarre, but you know, it be how it be, I guess. Alrighties, so if I open this one up... I'm just expecting everything to somehow be broken. That's the way everything works all the time, right? It's always broken when you're trying to show it off. Alright. So there's a couple of different things that I can technically show. My other layout is open, so if we're gonna show audio, that's the best way of doing it. To a degree, actually, I just realized. Maybe not, because of the, oh, it's got like the thing at the back, which is frustrating. Oh, it's fine, I'll deal with it. Let me pull out some stuff though. So I'm gonna grab my favorite art pieces that I did over the last couple of years. So I'm gonna grab this one. All my guys. Let's see if I can like kind of shrink it so that it fits the actual size of the canvas. I gotta find my Gabriel. Not Gabriel. See. It's been a while for me, so I forgot about the dancing egg. Oh, so when my layout works properly, the egg can wave at you, and he can also headbang if the music's good. I absolutely adore the egg. He's adorable. He gets pissy though when stuff is not playing properly. Gotta love the pissy boy. Oh, here we go. For anyone who used to watch OC Chronicles, I redrew it. One of them. It looks so much better. Ta-da! God. The old one sure was an image that I drew a very, very long time ago, and then I decided that it desperately needed an update, so I ended up doing that one. No, I'm not gonna do that job. OMG the remake. I love this image so much. Like, it was really hard to draw in the sense that, like, I actually had to think about the anatomy way more. But I'm super happy with how it came out. I also drew a bunch of pictures for a boy of mine called Laz. I drew him as a small child. He's normally an old man. But I drew all of his arrest images where he's gotten arrested for doing petty crime. All the way up until he's a bit older. He's in his teens and he's lost an arm. Yeah, I'm super proud of these. They were good fun to just do like a value practice. Trying to get like a proper image. And yeah, he is just casually biting somebody's hand. That's my boy. I know! I love this boy. Let me find his actual, like, because I got a nice picture of him that I drew. I think I drew it this year? Was it in February? It was in February! This is him now. Look at him! He's just an old man now. I love this guy. He's one of my favorites. But we managed to get voice work for this guy. So basically, like, for the last so many, yeah, it was in February, I know, right? I did most of my character cards in February. And a bunch of people will probably remember when I was doing like OC Chronicles, I had mostly like really old stuff. So like I didn't have 90% of the pictures that I have for these. Like Tama looks so much better than when I drew him in OC Chronicles, man. He looks so different, and now he has a boyfriend who's green. I love Lug though, Lug's amazing. Don't you dare start to like, oh my god, no. Yeah, so there's a few characters that OC Chronicles never got to. And I'm super excited because I finally get to have them in like an audio form or in like a bunch of my other stuff, you know. I've just been able to like hoard a bunch of art and audio and whatnot of my characters, which has been really, really nice. I'm in love with most of my cast. They just make me happy. We don't talk about OC Chronicle stuff. Shut up. I'm trying my best, right? Oh, here we go. People know Kaizen. Kaizen, there we go. The guy Look at him! He exists! You forgot their ship name? It was Tug. Both VAs thought that Tug sounded the best, so... Ow, thank you for a hydrate. How could you forget Tug? I know, right? But yeah, so we got Kaizen. Let me grab Ethan as well. There we go, the other boy. The main boy. I made an entire set of cards for the cast. I totally didn't need to, I just made them anyway, I suppose. So I now have like 22 cards next to me. Which I didn't expect when I made them all, but I have them, they're in my hands. And some of them are like shiny. So I have like shiny cards, which are amazing. I love them all. Right, let me grab all of them and show you how ridiculous this became. God, I started my cards in 2023. Oh no. Oh, okay, I have to do Zene's both outfits. Alright, let me show you all my cards. You ready? I'm gonna speed through all of them and then shrink him to fit in the box. Just ignore the fact that, there we go. There is like 20 something of them. I wish I could super chat. I'm sorry, Jub. Also, you don't need to send me money, it's okay. Redeems a fortune. Wait. You got Lug, believe it or not. He was sitting on the top of my cards. So, there you go. Whatever you were doing, it comes with Lug's excitement. Oh my god, stop it! No! Oh god. It's the continent, guys! Yeah, I'll move this over. Oh god, this is gonna make my computer hate me. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna shrink all of these. We'll see how this goes. So it goes all the way to there. Shrink. Alright, there we go. One card. I've got to find all of these. So if you have a favorite character of mine, I've probably put them in here if they're in bib. You going out tomorrow? Hey, adventure! Huzzah! What's the continent called? I never gave it a public name, so you'll probably never know. Oh wait, did I? Okay, I did have the special ones in here too. We have a Dragon Kaizen one, and it looks awesome. Brom. Brom's great. We love Brom. I do see the heart spam, actually, believe it or not. You gonna steal the idea? Yeah, go ahead! Please, I obviously don't own this kind of concept. I would love people to make their own card sets. I didn't even pick the actual normal stuff for mine. I made my own. Yeah, Zine has the two different outfits because I made him an extra outfit for the Q&A. The Q&A was, so we did a subathon in, what month was it? April? And it was one of the rewards that we got. Okay, let me shrink all of these. Sorry, I still have a couple more to put in there. Yeah, we love Vincent. Vincent's great. You know. Not a problem at all. There's Ethan again. that's Ethan's shiny card. And then we got Neil, who probably anybody who's only aware of like the YouTube content won't know who Neil is. You're like the boy with the ball? Oh, Ty. Everyone's become like obsessed with Ty. It makes me happy, but yeah. But there we go. We now have all the cards there. Let me just move them over. There we go. Ta-da! Looks like you're making a fighting game roster. I mean, I'd be fine with that. There we go. I can remove the background. Now you can actually see them. And I think if I put the background to the right kind of color, it makes it a bit easier. Hey, there we go. Yeah, so the shiny cards, like the really special ones, have a different border. So the bottom is white on Ethan's Reaper one, Kaizen's Dragon form, and Vincent, who nobody really knows. Vincent's unusual. He's in his own special audio. How? You don't know anything about Fluff much, Jub. God, Jub picking such odd favorites. Card merch, where can I buy? Good question. I have not decided. I kind of just made these for myself, and then people want them, and I haven't made a shop yet. I still have Ethan's journal that I need to sell physical copies for as well, which I have also not done. Rip. But yeah, so we've managed to, I'm gonna pull out the cards that we have voices for. We have so many. So let's see, we don't have a voice for, wait, no, I think almost every one of these has a voice except for that one. I guess I don't have a Dragon Kaizen version, because that's gonna be different. Oh no, I found Gabriel! Oh, there we go. I have voices for all of them. Except 2. Wow, 3 if you count the dragon. Yeah, I'm kind of shocked actually. That's a lot of VAs. But yeah, so I have so many VAs now. I can name the majority of them without any hassles, and you've heard a couple of them. So the video I did recently is of Ty and Tama. So this one and this one, which was about being lonely, is voiced by Andrew Boa, and I always get their one confused because I know them from a completely different name. I've always called them Dan because they had a similar name.
No. That's wrong. It's like, what's it?
No, then it's not cool.
God damn it, on their on another social that I talked to them on. So I've just called them Dan or Danro for ages.
There. Now that's how you spell my name.
Wow! What does mine look like?
Yours.
Yeah, this
Let's
one's
see.
Ty,
You're a princess, so you
Hime,
need a crown.
and Brom will turn up at the end.
Sparkle pen.
Yeah.
So,
let's put sparkles
let's
all
grab
over it.
each one.
Like this. And then we'll color this part in.
Alright, these guys are currently
Perfect.
the ones that are...
It's so pretty.
Oh, my studious little girl.
Papa, how do you write Mime?
Me?
Aren't they
Oh,
cute?
you write your name like this.
No idea, Jub. It's because I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet.
What? No, that's wrong. It needs a sparkle pen.
Okay. Then like this.
No, Ty, he can't do it.
He didn't know how to do the thing, so this doesn't surprise
Wait,
me.
Hime, sweetheart, Papa is just doing things how they're supposed to.
Papa is not studios. I am disappointed.
Sorry, I just saw the
Very much.
Lians on Twitch.
I'm so confused.
Tama's VA is Shuyan Quinn. So that's like their proper name, and all their socials go by that. but like, I've just known them by a different name the entire time. Yeah, you didn't know the thing. How depressing. Oh god. But yeah, we've done a bunch of different audios for a bunch of I guess different moments. Most of the audio that I've had done over the last couple of years has been done for Laz. So this is the current cast. Sprig, Seth, Neil, where's Gab? Oh, gotta have these too. There we go. Soon we'll have Gabriel! Oh, I'm so excited to get Gabriel. No one will ever know how exciting it is to have Gabriel voiced, man. I suppose technically Austin eventually, but I don't have Austin yet, so, he's one that I'm gonna have to be like, not cautious, but like, I feel like it's gonna take me a while to find someone that works for him. Yeah, Devin sounds amazing. We love Devin. Totally. The entirety of my fanbase adores Devin and doesn't hate him at all, and doesn't want to... I'm gonna be honest, there's like a love-hate relationship for that character. Some people love him just because of the way he sounds. And Blythe did an amazing job, so I can't really blame people in that regard. Oh wait, Sarah was also in one of these audios. Where are you, Sarah? There you are. Wow, most of my audios are about just these guys. Oh wait, Deb! Fuck, there we go, okay. I've lost the plot. Lies, you hate Devin? No! Why would you do that? He's so nifty. Oh god. Yeah, Blythe did do an exceptional job. I'm super happy with all the VAs that I got. Getting nervous from looking at Gabriel. I won't get that one done until the book reaches that point, because it just makes things a lot easier. But you made the plot because he's evil. Look, okay? It just has to be something like that. To be fair, he doesn't believe he's evil in any way, shape, or form. It's just you think he's evil. Don't worry about it. It's not a problem. Not at all. But yeah, so the cards were one of the big things that I went out of my way to make. Obviously, there's a lot of them. As you can see. Let me, like, merge them all. Where did Ty go? Ty's here somewhere. Oh, there he is. Okay. Ty, you can go back down here. And I'm gonna merge them so they're on one layer. I'm also gonna change my music. No. Oh my god, why would you do this? Oh yeah, that's fine. Why not? Does the void audio count as special as well? I mean, it's semi-special, but I probably will play a couple of these. One of the ones that I want to play the most is for Neil. I did a teaser a few weeks back, and it's one of my favorite audios, and I really, really, really want people to hear it because it's just one of my favorites. It's 10 whole minutes of one guy talking, and he does an amazing job. But I do have a couple of suggestions when listening to the audio that I have, and most of it comes down to focus, just because it tends to work better that way. Excuse me. The nice thing is you don't really need to know, shout out to the dude who does the shadow voices. I know, right? Hello, dear. Yeah, so all the shadows are voiced by, Andy, my spouse. He does a really good job. That one guy talking is so emotional. It's, so it's so good. It's one of my favorites. So for anyone who knows this guy, so this guy's the protagonist's dad, right? I'm sure at least a few of you from my old content remember this fella. So this guy is the dad of this guy. These two are the same guy. And this guy is his dad. So I actually did manage to get his dad, and his dad's so sweet. And this is his mother. So these two are a couple. She's mute, and he is a hero. So he is like officially considered a hero by at least bare minimum an entire city, which is great, you know, fancy and whatnot. And we love that for him because he's such a cool guy. He's voiced by Max Lindsay, and he just sounds like a dad. He just does. Like, it's so nice. Every time I hear him speak, I'm just sitting here like, yes, I will sit and listen to you. I'm quite happy. So, and legitimately, I did listen to him talk for hours on end because he just sounds great. So it's like weirdly comfy whenever I hear him talk, which is nice. But if I was to go through, I'll go through the VAs from top to bottom, all the ones I can remember. So we've got Kia Dane, voices Log, also is, so they sing as well. I have actual, like, songs sung out by Log's VA. Kia did a great job. We've got George Ledoux voicing Laz, my grumpy old man who tinkers with all sorts of stuff in a magical world. So he's like the only mechanic in that particular like time frame. Kiz, who is voiced by Essie. If anyone knows, Kia is just Log IRL, I know. It's quite amazing. Yeah, so if anyone knows Essie is a streamer. They stream both on YouTube and on Twitch, and they're absolutely lovely. Essie VT. They have like a Snow Fox styled VTuber. They voice Kiz for me. Kimiko is voiced by Lizzie Hoff. Absolutely lovely. One of the first VAs I ever paid for. Kaizen is voiced by Jason Lord. We've got Hime voiced by Aniris. Gabriel, I haven't technically got him voiced just yet, but I have a person in mind, so I'll leave that one for now. Gabrant's obviously voiced by PM Seymour. Then we've got Sarah, who is mute, and all of her hand like sounds will probably have to be done by me. I'm also going to have to probably do her, because she'll still have to exhale and stuff, so realistically I'm probably going to be voicing Sarah. I might not be the right age range for it, but you know, it be how it be. Ethan is voiced by Alex Lee. Brom is voiced by Kirsten Howard. Byron is voiced by Andy, my spouse, the one who also voices the Shadows. Deb is voiced by Michaela Laws. Blythe Malin voices my boy Devin. He also voices Vincent. I've got God damn it, Mike the Matt, or Matt Curtis, who voices Doc. And I'm not gonna lie, I love these two, the Tinkerer and Hidden, Doc and Laz. They sound amazing when they're in the same room, and they happen to be friends, and that just made me so happy. Like they have great, like, they just sound awesome, like as characters having a conversation, because one is really nice and calm and the other one's just like, he just would prefer to get drunk, I suppose. He's nifty and he's very grumpy, but they make such a nice like pair of friends. Fluff, I do not have a like actual voice thing for yet, so I'm not gonna count that one either. I have a person in mind though. Seth is voiced by Christopher Escalante. Neil obviously is Max Lindsay. Don't have one for Austin just yet. Alina is voiced by Kira Buckland. Every time, I swear. James Digit voices Zine. I love Zine so much, man. He's like a nice comfy character. Ty is voiced by Andrew Bower. Teresa is voiced by Amy Smith, I believe. And then obviously we've got Tama, so Shu-Yan Quinn, and god damn it, I always forget. I know it's Carl. What's their last name? I know I put it here somewhere, but it's like, it's so like infrequent, and I know them from a username that's like really silly. I'll have to come back to that one, I think. But I do have it in one of the audios that I put up that people got, so you can definitely hear them. It's just been a while. Oh yeah, they agreed, but because I don't have them voiced in anything, I don't want to, like, do it just yet. But yeah. So that is my entire cast so far, and I'm surprised I managed to find so many of them. There's still other characters that I haven't done yet, but, I mean, I'll get there. Are there two Zans? Yes, because they have different outfits. Look at their different outfits. Aren't they cute? Oh great, they are such good voice actors. I am absolutely shook at how like how amazing I happened to get for like these VAs for my characters. I didn't expect it. I'm absolutely stoked though, you know. So I'm excited for like the more I get through my stuff and get more characters and things, the more more audios I can accumulate. I've been hoarding them for myself. Who do they... Sprig! Jub's not listening, man. Jub's the only one who apparently is not listening. That's okay. Hello, dear.
Hello.
Are they cool?
They are cool.
I still think these two are my favorite.
Understandable.
Yeah, they're just shiny. Forgotten written in purple and black background is div. Yeah. The times, man. Yeah, I'm gonna show them. I might show them the journal first, and then after the journal, I might show them the audio for Neil because it's really cool.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah. It's funny because realistically, I'm just telling the same people who pretty much already know, but
Who cares?
I know I'm just excited. I can
It's
talk
like
about
having
it.
your favourite, like, cake, but in a different place.
That's true. Imagine being a fake fan couldn't be me. God. Karl Marx. Thank you. Yeah, I remember Karl. I just remember. I can never remember the last name. Alright, let me find Ethan's journal. I have so many pages from Ethan's journal. Let me just pull out a couple. So this is page 1. I'm gonna pull out a few of my favorite pages, and then we'll go from there. So I'll just like put them next to each other. Le Corgi Noir. Yeah, that's what I'm used to them being. I've just like, yeah, Corgi. Corgi is what I call them. And then of course like it's not that when you refer to them by anything else. You love the journal? Oh, thank you. Oh, that makes my day, man. So I have a leather one. I went and made myself a fancy leather one that I made entirely from scratch. It was really fun and stressful. I printed it on like fancy old paper, but But it's one of the best things I've ever made because I have a physical version that I can use. And it's so nice. I get really excited too when I get to have certain characters and stuff on it. Okay, so these are some of my favorite pages. I've just pulled a bunch of them out. Oh, I've got to pull out this one too because it's Kaizen's Doodles. Oh yeah, Setsu! You are one of the inspirations behind one of my gods. Wait, let me go and find the page for it. I know it's here somewhere. I can see. Aha! Trying to steal my stuff. Thank you for the posture check reminder. Okay, so I'm gonna shrink these pages down just a wee bit. That way you can still see stuff. Okay. So this is a charm of Setsu. Setsu is one of Death's children. So, Death has 2 children. One of them believes in preserving life, and one of them does the opposite. One of them is the Reaper and it takes life early. But this was named after Setsu in chat, because Setsu has been one of my longest standing fans. Absolute sweet bean in the community, and they always like went out of their way to do nice things with my characters and stuff, and it just means a lot. So I added them and a couple of other people into my journal. But yeah. Yeah, no worries, Lenia. Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate it. Also, you guys can't steal my stuff. The world building around the main cast. Yeah, I've tried to keep stuff semi, well, I've tried to keep it so it makes sense, right? You learn enough information about, like, the actual characters, instead of it being about, like, random stuff too much. So everything is what Ethan would find interesting. This was a library I made. I'm just gonna move that over. What else did I have? Oh yeah, there's Kaizen's Doodles. Kaizen would prefer to doodle instead of work in any capacity. So he actually knows how to doodle a little bit, but his drawings are very different from Ethan's. And I had to actually sketch as terribly as I could to try and do his, but Kimiko's is worse. I just noticed the egg got pissy. Hey, no worries, Setsu. Thank you so much for coming. The god named after Jub is a real bastard. Jub, you got to sign the book. I used your signature for one of the characters from the tavern. Oh yeah, if I end up at a convention, at any point, I'm bringing my journal with me, and anyone who at least knows the name of 1 or 2 of my characters is allowed to sign the back of it, because you become part of Ethan's journey. I got the VAs to sign it that I met at VidCon last year, and I also gave out some cards for free whenever I met somebody that I know. So yeah, it was really good. It's always like good fun when I get to do some of that stuff. Alright, there we go. Had like a cool village full of ex-heroes, no, adventurers, and they're all like a really you doing it again? I'm sorry. I've lost the plot now. I was gonna say something and I lost it. Oh, that's right, yeah. So this is a group of adventurers, all like a high rank. They all ended up in one small tiny village together. And they help Ethan at one point when he's by himself. But they're all really sweet. The only one who's not is like Cherry and S, because they're like kids. Everyone else not so much. They're like proper strong. That's Vin. Aren't they lovely? They're really sweet and pretty looking. We love them. And we got my map. It's kind of like half there. because Ethan has only put in what he knows. So I don't have to worry too much about filling the entire thing in. I did actually fill a good chunk in without this journal. It's just that, like, Ethan's only going to fill in what he's actually visited. So he's visited a couple of extra places, but he lost his journal before he could actually put them all in, so sad times. And then we have our hand pillar. So I spent literally about a whole year, I think it's just over, maybe a year and a half-ish, doing all 120 pages for Ethan's journal. They're all hand-drawn, so I sketched out every page. I had to make my own font so that I could type in it and it looked like Ethan would draw it. But yeah, it was good times. So I'm quite happy with that. Also, no job. And then I had left a puzzle for my fanbase to go and solve. And then added like more characters and stuff. I guess the more Ethan went looking around places. Well, they don't look the exact same. And one of them has a giant scar on their face. So not quite the same there. And then we got our monster village, which people were named after what they eat, and that became like a running gag in my streams for a while. And then Zine! I love Zine. Wait, can we get this? Oh, I have an actual link for it. Let me grab my, I also have a dress-up game, believe it or not, for Ethan that I made. Yeah, I'll give you this one. There you go. On my Void Mageddon. So you can get my journal on there, you can get Ethan's dress-up on there, which I also made. Then there's a demo for a game I made a long while ago. I haven't had a chance to actually finish it, so it's still a demo. I've just been very busy, I suppose, on a bunch of stuff. And what was the last thing on there? Oh, the gacha game that I made. Yeah, a collection game, because, you know, why not? Collection games are fun. So yeah, that's the stuff I made for this. But yeah, all Ethan's pages were me basically helping build up my world a little bit more, while also being able to add story and stuff. The journal's birthday was last week. There you go. It's 2 years. It took me so long to make everything. Oh, and now I've got a physical version in my hands that I can hold. It's amazing, and I really, really like it, and it's one of my favorite things that I could have made. And not many people have seen it, so I suppose it's just kind of like a rare find if it's the kind of stuff you like. What else have I made over the past couple of years that I guess I'll pull up the dress-up game. It's been a while since I opened it. It's also made in Unity, like everything else that I do now. Ethan, what on earth are you wearing? Wait, I'm gonna find him a better outfit. Okay, actually, that's not bad. This is a celebration stream, is it? I mean, this is just me kind of being an... I'm being a bib nerd. So yeah, I made a dress-up game. Where you are able to change his clothes to a lot of different bits and bobs, and there was a puzzle in here. So I had a puzzle where if you solved it, then you would get the code for an audio that would play in my stream. So I had people going absolutely mad trying to figure out what the combination of clothes were, and how it fit into the theme whatsoever, and it was hilarious. Oh yeah, we had Pet Bruno! Yeah, so I had the dress-up game, the gacha game, Petting Bruno, Calamity Nova, I also did, what was it? I started to learn how to do 3D, but I haven't done much with that yet. I've still got to kind of have a proper go making a few things that I wanted to print out. You watched that happen in real time. Yeah, quite a few things were kind of like, it was funny to watch actually though. But I have like Ethan wearing a bunch of stuff from like really old stuff of mine. And he's also wearing some of the stuff like his dad or grandpa wear. What is this outfit? Oh, this is great. Yeah, you can put this on because I actually really like this jacket. Those are Laz's pants. I do have to continue reading the journal when I have time. You like the colorless drawings? Hey, I love the sketch like style of stuff. I'm planning on doing the same thing in my book. Oh yeah, I suppose that's also a big thing. I've been making a book. So OC Chronicles, which is what it started as, is called Bound in Blue now. It's in multiple different things that I've made. But it is a book. I have been releasing chapters for it a couple of times a month. That way people can kind of like see bits and bobs without it getting too stressful for me. Because I'm also like terrified that my writing is not very good. So having people read it, I can kind of gauge what I need to improve on while I'm writing. And then I can go back and edit a couple of things when it's required. Which is great until like the whole book is finished. So it's a really nice thing. Stream RPG technically? Yeah, technically that was also a thing that I made at one point. It is quite a long time ago. It's at least 3 to 4 years old now, I think. Which I guess for most people is quite a while. Also, hello. Yeah, I'm honestly just happy that there was even a remote like amount of people excited for the thing I was making, because it's one of those things where I'm excited about what I'm making, but it doesn't necessarily mean other people are going to be excited for what I'm making. So it's been nice to have at least a couple of people who were pumped every time I made like a new audio or a puzzle, or, you know, like a nice picture. I did like character designs over the past couple of years. Oh, Dark Blue Arrow. Hey, very nice. Yeah, I've done a lot of stuff over the years, asset-wise and otherwise. There's, It's definitely been like an experience. We did some chibis this year. There we go. I haven't drawn the entire lot, but I'm not drawing anymore for the moment. I am tired. That's the only way I can put it. I drew that one, and I also drew this one. So these two were drawn last month. I love the eye one a lot. Tama looks so pretty. My god. I love how he looks. And then Kaizen's eyes are fancy. You can see the scales like everywhere. Ethan's got like softer features. Doc looks so good. But yeah, there are small beans. You want to read the book one day when you have time? Hey, nice! Yeah, I'm doing my best at the moment to try and make sure it's a good, like, thing that I got, so... let me have a look. I'm gonna pull out, a tape thing that I've made, and for that I need to go and figure out where I put it. Is it just called Video Maker? I think it was. Let me just open this. It's funny seeing them all as chibis, because they do look like really young. Except Laz. Laz still looks really, like, really old because of the grey hair, no matter what you do with him. Ah, that's great. Neil looks adorable. So does Ethan. I actually really like how Ethan's chibi came out. Oh my god. You guys just like, you half bully each other. I feel like you've known each other for too long at this point. It's adorable though, because I've seen some like genuine friendships pop up, which I didn't really expect. Oh, somebody actually bought my journal last week. Aw, that's sweet. Okay, I imagine you guys can probably see this. This is a fancy little thing that I made for an audio, and I will play it in a quick second, but it's probably one of those things that I made it and I'm genuinely like stoked and proud of it, even though it's such a simple thing. You bullied so hard you befriended the streamer. You were just really nice. Like, really, really, really nice. You're a good friend of mine. Okay, I'm gonna... Sorry, Egg. You can be upsetty spaghetti for like 10 whole minutes. I'm sorry. Hopefully, this will be loud enough. It's like up at max, but I'm curious to see what people think, because I really like this audio. And story-wise, it's one of those like really interesting listens. So I'm gonna try my best to be quiet while it's playing. Alright. So I'm gonna press play on here. There we go. And then I think... Okay, now I remember how to do the thing. Okay, so S is to move it down. No, I'm just playing the same audio. God damn it, which one's the button that I press to go down? It's been too long. Alright, where are you? I'm sorry, I'm looking up the code. It's been too long, I don't remember what buttons do what. Hey, see you later. I appreciate you popping in, Clover. Alright, wait. Okay, W plays it. To go down? Oh no, S plays it. W is to go down. Okay, we're good. I got this. Was that a cow? That was Lug. That was an orc trying to speak bear. Oh god. Wait, do you want me to just play that one out, right? It's funny. Oh, you're all good.
You're right.
They're friends now?
It sure looks that way.
That's the one that was trying to kill us, right?
Yup.
Did you know he spoke bear?
Nope.
You're a riot. Hey, can he come home with us?
Not again.
Oh, that's not a no. I'll take that as a yes. Come, new big friend.
It sounded like a really angry cow. Honestly, fair. Yeah, that's Lug. That's Tama's eventual boyfriend. It's a great time. Voiced by Kia Dane. Kia's lovely. They actually came to visit earlier this year. So it was really nice to be able to actually hang out with a VA that was really sweet. I also got to meet up with Keston and Lizzie. So it was Keston, Lizzie, and Michaela that I got to see. Oh, and Moika as well, because Moika used to voice a character in my series that I've kind of accidentally booted. I still love Moika, so... Only one person who would actually be able to adopt and take home a cow. A bear. Yeah, they just take home the casual bear. Alright, let me, there we go. I've moved it. Oh, is it not? Oh, okay, wait, give me a quick second. I gotta change the link. The link doesn't work because it was moved. So I've just gotta grab it again and then we should be fine. And that's in Stream RPG, Locked Audios, and Neil's one. And I'll let you guys listen to it. If anyone's interested, I can let you listen to some really cute stuff. Okay, here we go. Alright. So this should be a guy called Neil. For anybody who knows, I have Gabranth. So Gabranth's dad is this guy who is speaking. And I love him so much. He sounds amazing. Okay, and it was...
Alright, champ. Last one. Had to get some time alone for this one. It's harder than you think with Laz downstairs. You've heard it probably 100 times. Everyone tells some embellished variation of it. Never told it myself. Not to Laz, Sprig, your ma. I'm not ashamed or nothing. I just Anyway. So, some idiot decided it was a great idea to send everyone off to war right before Losar's parade. I was held back. I forget why. It was me and a few others hanging out near the gate. All the fires were lit. A few rookies scoured the area. We didn't expect much. The lost usually just wander into the flames and take themselves out. All of the other gates were shut. Just this one open in case someone turns in town. You know the drill. Half of us had to patrol the streets. So, the group I was in was about 10, maybe 12 or so. Nothing happened for hours. We ended up playing cards, fist fighting, drinking. Stupid shit. Still feels so damned idiotic, considering what was coming. Midway through a round, one of the rookies started yelling. So of course we all peered over the edge of the wall. Still so vivid. The ground was swarming with them. They came out of nowhere. I don't think I'd ever seen so many. Found out why later, but at the time it was... God. A few guys ran for it. We had to close the gate, but some people were still out there. They didn't last long. They added to the pile of problems. Another, what? Like 5 or 6 guys who were supposed to be helping. Now clawing at the gate. We figured it would be okay. The gate would hold. And a few of the iron bars holding them came loose. The guys started to bicker. I don't even know what was going through my mind at the time. I just watched the gate wobble. I felt real fear that night. I don't remember dropping down, but somehow I was on the ground, in front of the gate. These things just started clawing at me, and I just... went berserk. I didn't care about the city, the guys who were with me, myself. Just you two. Our house was so close. If they got in, it'd be over. We were halfway through Losar's parade, a whole day, and I was wedged between a mob of lost ones who kept rising in the damned gate. 2 brave souls joined me. Darren and Sia. Bless them, they tried to help so bad. But they fell too. Gods only know how I didn't end up the same. If anyone was the hero of the night, it was them too. They paid a price I didn't have to. At some point, be it the adrenaline or a horrid, deep desire, I enjoyed it. I could hit things without restraint. These things flew into pieces. I never felt so strong. That still makes me feel gross. I don't know if it was some kind of defense mechanism, but it's half the reason I'm still here. By the time the group dwindled, I was a bloody mess, exhausted, no backup. A few bastards cheered me on from the wall, not helping. Then, this absolute monstrosity turned up. This thing was big. It felt like a person, but all swollen up, purple gunk just everywhere, oozing out of his eyes, mouth. Didn't move like a person. I can't describe it, but he mowed through the lost like they were nothing. That fight. I remember every stint of pain, every punch thrown. He broke most of my ribs, arm in 2 places. Gave me a hell of a concussion, bruises, black eye, and these. I was so exhausted, I just threw everything I had left to one last punch. His weird claws crossed my cheek, and we took each other out. I blacked out after that. I'm told reinforcements arrived, took care of the little that was left, and a couple hours later the parade ended. I think it was a couple of days before I woke up. Apparently, I was still standing when they found me. Unconscious, some guy's head in my hand. I found out later that big fella took out a few people in the village nearby. The dead became lost, attacked their friends. The whole village just wiped itself out, then headed up the road. They called me a hero, but I was just some guy who didn't want to lose his family. I didn't do it for anyone else. Hell, if you two weren't in there, I doubt I'd still be here. I just wanted you two to be okay. You had to be okay. 'Cause living without you both. I'm rambling at this point. I should probably turn this thing off. I hope you don't think of me differently. I just need to say this story out loud at least once. Not for the glory or any of that shit. So at least one person knows the truth. I'm not what they think. I'm just me. One that wishes he could be as selfless as the 2 who died beside me. I should have helped them more. Maybe then they'd still be here. Anyway. Thanks for listening, champ. You mean more to me than you'll ever know.
There we go. It is one of my favorite audios. It is so well done. Max did an absolutely amazing job on it. I've genuinely listened to it who knows how many times at this point, and I'll still listen to it again quite happily. It's just that you can hear a guy who is genuinely just trying to remember an event that he went through, and he tells it very differently from everybody else, because everyone else saw him as just this absolute god of a man who took out so in the world that I have set up, I guess I'll play music while this is going on. Yeah, so in the world that I've set up, there is an event called Losar's Parade, and basically their new year starts with a zombie uprising. So basically all 3 moons signify a time of the year. So the first moon is every day, the second moon is every month, and the third moon is once a year. And when all 3 of them are visible in the sky, which is once a year, then you basically have the intensified version of 3 gods all together, and it raises anything and is like a almost zombified state because of the moon. So it's being controlled by the moon, and for its duration, it's there for 2 whole days. So rip, right? So it means that when people start their new year, they start it after that event, and most of them will be kind of celebrating the fact they didn't die. That's how they start their new year, because I'm totally a great person. So if you end up reading Ethan's journal, there is an entire page about it. Ethan goes through Losar's Parade for the first time ever. He's never done it before, so he asks people in town what it's about and stuff, which makes sense. And then you get like a list of things going on, a few legends and stuff like that. So it is explained that way, but yeah. If he was always a good dad, not just, oh, I see. I liked him as a character though, he was pretty cool. I mean, I totally get it though. Yeah, Neil is very much like what people perceive as a hero. So he's a really good person, lovely guy, will never do anything like illegal. But that's obviously where some of the problems can go in, because there's a lot of things that are not quite legal in that town he lives in, or city he lives in, that aren't always a good thing. But yeah, his wife is mute. She speaks with sign language, obviously. So Gabranth's first actual language was sign language, because he spent more time with his mum than his dad. But he loved both his parents, so he managed to say to learn both, and he obviously he's just a very sweet bean. I absolutely love their family dynamic. They're just like really sweet parents and kid. It sucks that I ruined it for all of them. Of course I did. That's just how stories go, I guess. But I have, for anyone who's interested, I do have like an entire set of story audio, and it goes from where Gabranth and a few other characters first get their shadows, which is, you know, a spooky dooky thing that happens. I'm very good at describing things, okay? Don't judge me. But yeah, I absolutely love Neil and Gab's dynamic. It's so cute. I actually have an audio for it if I wanted to share, but you know, that's what OCs are for, traumatizing. I mean, that's fair, I guess. I did make the cutest audio you've ever heard about a kid wanting pancakes. I did apparently also ruin people's day, so that's very fun. I don't know if I should take that as like a win or not. Oh, actually, I can put, so I can have, I do have an audio for Neil and Gabranth together, because I didn't really have one before. It is really cute, and I like it a lot, but Advertising my overseas? Nah, traumatizing. I like let me grab the father-son one that I got. Okay, so I'm just gonna make sure everything's up full. Yep. This one's one of my okay, I've got too many favorites. I love all my characters too much. This is a problem. So this one's Neil and Gab. Gab's got his shadow. It doesn't really know how to deal with it. But this is just like a really cute thing between it. Standard bin writing makes us go, oh, wait, no. A bit of that. There's a point in my book where I just used, I used the word, hey champ, and my entire community just died miserably. They're like, why would you do this to me, Amy? I'm just like, I just said 2 words. 2 words. Just hey champ. And they're like, yeah, but it's the way you did it. I'm just very upset at you right now. I'm like, yeah, I'm sorry. It had to be done, so I did it. Is this pancakes? No, this one's father and son. I will possibly do pancakes, but I also want to show people Doc and Laz, because Doc and Laz are amazing. Well, I'll tell you what, I'll give it to a vote. Which one would you prefer to hear? Would you prefer to hear Neil and Gab, who you just heard? Well, or would you prefer to hear Gabranth and his son when he's like a tiny baby? He's like 3. He sounds adorable, by the way. But yeah, you can have one or the other right now. I'm fine with either because I get to listen to them all the time. I need to actually read the book. Everything I hear about makes me Aww! Oh, that's so nice. I love, so the thing that I like the most for me is, I like trying to write my characters as real as possible. So I have moments where you will kind of get characters that feel very layered. Laz, for example, is someone who really struggles to talk about, like, feelings and stuff like that because he was not brought up that way. So most of his problems come with him just going, yeah, I'm fine. And you know what I mean? And it becomes like issues that he has to deal with all by himself. And then there's other characters that are so good at dealing with that. That's why I love Doc. Doc is amazing. He is just this really nice, calm guy who just seemingly knows how to fix people's problems. But nobody can see him. He's a doctor that is basically invisible to every other person. So nobody can actually see him or hear him except for a very select few people. And I love him so much. I want to have tea with him, please. If he could just exist, I would very happily go and have tea with this person because he's amazing. Sorry, let me fix the egg before he gets pissy. I'll tell you what, I'll play both. I'll do the relationship between both parents. So we'll do Neil first, alright? And then we'll do pancakes.
Please, stop. You're supposed to go away.
Champ? But everything all right?
No, I mean, yeah, yes, I just needed air.
All right. You like 2 sugars, right?
These are best with headphones, by the way. You can hear them move around the screen.
Dad?
What's up?
Aren't you going back to bed?
Back's hurting something fierce.
Oh.
I'm up anyway. Might as well relax while it's quiet.
Is it bad?
Nothing a good cuppa can't fix. You want to go put a lantern on? I think your ma has some cookies in here somewhere.
You been up long?
A bit.
Ah. You're gonna be beat for training today. It's still that bad. I'll come with you. We'll get someone to sort this out.
It doesn't work like that, Dad. They can't just fix it.
We'll ask them for something to help
I already
with.
have that. I'm not like Seth.
I didn't... I'm sorry, kiddo. I just want to help.
You are! It's just... I'm not enough yet. He said I could solve it with practice, so I'll get there. Eventually.
I wish I could do more for you.
Dad,
Yeah?
can you talk for a bit? It doesn't matter what. It helps when there's something else to focus on.
There's one thing I'm good at. It's making noise. Did I ever tell you about the time I saved that grumpy idiot from that raging old lady down the road? My God, I didn't let him live it down for weeks. So this old lady used to wander the streets at night. So of course, one day your idiot Uncle Laz decided it's a great idea to tell her
It's so sweet. I love that one so much. Yeah, so that's the relationship for father and son that Gab basically grew up with. And then this is the relationship between Gabranth and then his son when he eventually has one, because he goes missing and ends up somewhere else and gets married. I could actually play the entire thing. Should we? We could. There's okay, because there's an entire layer of things here that I could play all at once if people wanted to hear it. Basically, so this happens, and then Gab goes missing, which is unfortunate. He is given the audio thing so he can listen to his dad's voice. That he still has. But he ends up getting missing. He ends up finding his future spouse. And then they have a kid. And it's very cute. And I can play the audio for that if people are okay with it. Tell us the things. We'll do it in order, because that way it's cuter, okay? Just don't mind me. Let's see. Where is my story stuff? Side-eye. It's totally adorable, okay? What are you talking about? Okay, let's see. It's that one. And then, we'll do it where, oh, yeah, why not? I'll do this one. He goes off.
Gab! Gab, where are you?
There's Seth.
Buddy?
I'm here. I'm right here. Please, I know what to do. I can't move. Please, Dad, Seth, Les, someone, please don't leave me here. It wants to kill me. It wants to kill me. It wants to kill me. It wants to kill me.
It's so wholesome, yeah. Okay, let me find the next one. So he goes missing on a mission. It's his first mission out of town, and it doesn't particularly go well. And he goes completely missing. His parents have no idea where he's gone. And then this is while he's away.
I thought you would be sleeping. You shouldn't move around too much.
I just have a lot on my mind.
How was your... was it a ceremony?
It was stuffy and boring. If people did not notice me, I would have snuck out, but if I did that, Father would remove you from the house. So I suppose I will behave for now.
Sorry. You don't really need to do this for me. I don't want to impose.
You need not apologize. I was taught from a young age to uphold all these stupid rules, but none of them actually help anyone. So when I saw you, I just wanted to do the right thing.
You're a very kind person.
I do not feel so. I know I should have taken you home. I imagine people are worried sick, and yet I am here getting to spend time with you.
I think I'd have died if you had. But I don't think anyone will miss me anyway. When this heals, I can go back.
Well, I suppose until then I will just have to borrow you a little while longer. You are a pleasure to talk to, and you look cute.
I definitely don't look cute. I'm... I don't know, like a bear, I guess? Kind of big and scary, I break a lot of stuff. Bears are useful, though, so it feels like an unfair comparison.
I just so happen to think bears are adorable. And you are plenty useful. You're teaching me how to talk just like you. We are already the best of flower?
It's buds. You're getting better, though.
Gosh darn right I am. See, I very much remember what you say. Soon I'll be talking just like you, with all your particular phrases and shortenings. Maybe then when you go back, I can come with you and talk to people.
It'd be dangerous for you to follow me there. They aren't...
I know. I guess I will just have to enjoy you while you're here. My first real bud.
Friendship. It's so cute. So she has no friends. She's basically forced to stay at home all the time, apart from work. And then she snuck out, came across a very handsome, muscly man, and brought him home. And then this is when he is all healed up and ready to go home.
What is all this?
It's... well, I guess it's my farewell gift to you.
This is very
You set
cute.
this all up?
Mm-hmm. Come sit. I acquired some items from the market. The lights, banner, whatever this is, clothes, and they were selling food from Lemire, so I got a lot of it.
I don't know what to say. This is... I'm honestly kind of speechless.
It's not too much, is it?
No. This is amazing. I'm not used to so much effort for just me.
Oh, thank the roots. I was so nervous it wouldn't be something you'd like. I really wanted it to be something memorable. So when you go back, you won't forget your best bud.
I'm sorry.
Don't be. I've enjoyed our time together. I would give anything for it to last a bit longer.
You want me to stay?
Of course I do. You are kind, gentle, you stood up for me. I mean, you looked like you were going to faint while doing so, but it was sweet. I will miss moments like that.
Part of me wants to stay. I've thought about it a lot, but...
I know. You have people waiting for you. It's selfish to keep you here.
Spending time with you doesn't feel selfish. Even if it was, never mind.
If I was to ask you what you wanted, what would you say?
What I want? Just me?
Yeah. I want to know what you want to do.
I want to stay with, you a bit longer.
Then stay.
Are you sure?
I want you to stay. Is it okay if I'm really selfish just once?
I think so.
I would give it all away to do it all again. Make our love a story that would never end. Never thought I'd feel so alive, looking in your eyes. I just wanna love you till the day I die.
Oh!
Yeah, I did it!
You just...
I apologize. You were just really cute and sweet, and it felt
No,
right, so I took my
it's
chance.
okay. It was... I wouldn't be upset if it happened again.
I just wanna hold you for forever. Every day you're making me better. 'Cause a love like this is rare. And I wanna take you there.
God, I love them so much. They're so cute. Yeah, so that's them two, and then after that, they basically produce this. Let me just find them. Alright, you guys ready for pancakes? It's very cute. Pancake time.
Pancake! 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 Dad! Pancake! You did pancakes!
I'm coming.
Yay! Pancakes! Dad, why do we only have pancakes sometimes?
Because you need lots of different food.
But we only eat fruit.
Sorry, kiddo. Sometimes I can't make pancakes. But you can't have them for breakfast today.
But the sun is high up. Me and Mom had fruit.
Oh. I guess we're having them for lunch. Sorry.
Lunch cakes! 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 Lunch cakes!
Careful, you might hurt yourself.
Lunch cakes! Lunch cakes! I won't. Dad, why is your eyes green?
Because they're green?
Oh, why aren't they blue? My eyes are blue.
Um...
Dad, how come you have big arms? Is it for hiding stuff? Wait, Dad, if you're my dad, will I have big arms? Bigger than you?
I don't think that's how it works.
When I grow up, I'll be strong and have big arms. I'd eat pancakes all day. I'll be like you and Mom and have lots of friends and have...
Kiddo? Kiddo?
Oh no. It's so cute! Yay! Gab, I know Gab is trying so damn hard on that one. This kid's just like usual toddler energy child that he has to deal with. And there's the brick. You know, it's fine, don't worry about it. Amy, what did you do? So one of the main, okay, Have you ever read the blurb to my book that I have told people the story is about? The girl. Amy, what? It's an actual story plot point that is very crucial to the entire plot. I can't actually get rid of it. I didn't even realize that happened at the end. You can hear, it's very subtle, But you can hear little magical effects the more excited Ethan gets. And it's when he hits like the point where he's like jumping and excited, that his aura starts to spike. And it's the first time he's ever had that happen, so it was the first time he ever had a fever for that. He bound in too much blue. Sad times, but that's a big plot point for this particular story. So Ethan's ability is very bizarre, and for his type of thing, it's not normal. So yeah, he gets a lot of, basically it's like magic overload. Yeah, you can hear it in his journal. There's parts about, there's and it's the same for a bunch of other stuff. Magic overload over pancakes. Yeah, imagine. All right, let me grab one of my, what are the next ones? I'm gonna grab Doc. When I get you everyone. Oh wait, we'll get you to reminisce. I'm gonna make you guys slightly more sad, and then I'll make you happy again. Don't worry about it, it's fine. This is Neil a couple of years after Gab went missing. I really liked writing this one, but it's just because it was cathartic, I guess.
Look, I know you're retired, but I told you I had shit to do.
Yeah, I know. But you're sitting mostly, so what's the harm? Oh, I'll just... yeah.
God, now I know where Gab got it from. Stop breaking my shit. I told you I'm fine, so piss off already. Neil?
He said his name.
Huh? Oh, shit. Sorry.
No. It's nice to hear someone say it.
You sure?
People keep avoiding talking about him like it's some big taboo. It's been so long, I'm scared I'll forget him. His smile, his laugh. It's really, really stupid jokes. They're so bad he can't help but laugh anyway.
Oh, God, those jokes were terrible. When he got drunk, he'd always spout that same one. Something about a melon getting married. What was it?
Cantaloupe. I miss that one. You just start giggling like a child anytime someone said the word melon.
Then there was that bear.
The bear. He came home so damn proud of himself. It was such a rare sight, huh? You know, my God, I know he's okay, but the rest of me is just... Some days, my chest feels like it's caving in. He was supposed to be here, you know? The only thing that keeps me going is thinking he's just off on his own, living life. I don't know. Sorry to dump this shit on you.
Nah, it's fine. It's my own fault for poking the bear.
I should let you be. I know I've been a pain in your ass. Thanks, though. It means a lot. See you tomorrow.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Wait, I'll walk you back.
Aren't you busy?
Shut up. I'm coming over for dinner, too.
Wait. Where'd this come from?
Nowhere. Just move your ass.
Oh, you bet. I'm gonna be crying myself. I'm crying the most when they finally get together again. God, I miss... I want their dynamic so badly. I want Laz to be able to see Ethan because they got to spend some of Ethan's childhood together. So I'm desperate for those two to be in the same room, and I'm desperate for like Gabranth and Neil to be in the same room. It's not fair. I've done this to myself, and I'm the most upset. It's stupid. But yes, This is I love that audio. It's one of those things of sometimes, like, you know, you reminisce about stuff that you kind of miss about someone. It's always the silliest things, but it's the stuff that you genuinely miss. So it was one of those ones. It was a nice one to have when it was finally finished. And between those two characters as well, because most of the ones I had for them was them pretty much either arguing or drinking. One of the two. Alright, and then we get... Would you guys like some therapy? I love how that's what I got next, is therapy. So, Doc. Doc is amazing. I love the story, but I also hate that it... Yes! That's me! That's me! Purposefully! I've ruined everything! And I'm sitting here like, why did I do that? But it makes sense in the story and it's not fair. Yeah. Sad times. I just want my boys to be happy and okay, but you know, like, we're gonna have therapy. It's, is there a pure happy audio? Therapy is... Oh, wait, there is. Wait, let me grab it. Where's Two Drunk Men? We need Two Drunk Men. That's probably the happiest audio that I have. It's just really funny. Well, then we'll have therapy.
I'm Chloe. What are you doing here?
Same as you. Can't sleep. You look like shit.
So do you.
Gods, it's cold.
Then don't walk in the rain, dumbass. Sarah okay?
As much as she can be. Enough chatter. First to fall over was the other a favor.
Another.
Don't got another. Bottles all... got none left.
Oh, no it ain't. I got one here. I think.
You can't even stand.
Shush. You're ruining my concentration. Oh, shit.
It's okay. I'm coming. Just stay put.
You idiot.
You fell first. I'm stuck.
I didn't fall. The floor moved. That doesn't count.
What are you talking about? The floor don't move. Shit. You're right.
I love those two so much. That was the first audio I ever got Neil's VA for, and I was just like, okay, I'm sorry, your first audio that I ever get you for, can you please just act absolutely drunk? And they did a great job. So, but that one came out so good. I'm so happy with this one. It's like mine and Andy's. It's the one you put on if you want something silly and fun. But now we'll do a therapy. This has got Doc in it. I know, the floor moved. So Andy actually helped me with that line. I'd come up with a bunch of, like, the entire script, and then I asked Andy if it sounded drunk enough. And then as a joke, I think at one point he said, oh, the floor moved. I'm like, oh, that's perfect. So that became the line. And everyone's mimicked that ever since. It was really funny. Alright, so this is Doc and Laz. Doc's voice is just amazing.
You've been busy.
Almost done. I'm waiting on a support for the left-hand side. It'll stop the wall from crumbling a bit.
I appreciate your hard work. Still not to your taste.
You're lucky I'm damn thirsty, or I wouldn't touch this shit. You know, someone used to leave these on our windowsill when I was a kid. I'm surprised you found some.
I grow them. They're a cheap resource to keep people fed.
Fuck me. You were there this whole fucking time.
You live nearby. Our paths crossed often enough.
Then lay it out for me. How much do you actually know about me?
Noreen died young. Your father hid you from his family. Then upon losing your arm, you tried to change. But that anger remained. Your mind was particularly intriguing. Meanwhile, you pretended to be as dumb as a post. All the while making contraptions I thought only possible with magic.
Oh, fuck.
It changes nothing of how I see you.
No, that's not the problem. It means those years were real, despite being so damn long ago I could almost forget them. They're still here, in the present day. The one thing I got taught by that piece of shit was that my problems were mine. You don't share them. You just deal with it.
Then you should know what to expect when you follow in his footsteps. I want to ask, when a person dies, you lay both hands on the surviving family's shoulders. Do you know why that is? To share the burden. To take some of that grief, so they aren't consumed by it. It is said a god couldn't handle grief alone. So we, as mortals, share ours, so we don't crumble.
I see what you're getting at, but I'm too old to change.
I am quite old myself. And yet, your contraptions changed my entire frame of mind. New habits can be formed whenever we so choose. You can start small. For example, explaining how your day has been.
This is stupid.
Is it?
My day has been fine.
Care to elaborate?
Not really. It was the same as yesterday.
That isn't true. For starters, you slept. You ate lunch. 2 actions not done the day prior.
I did sleep. I didn't even think about it.
Did you ever wonder why sleep came so easy here?
Not really. I was so tired. I don't know. It's quiet down here, I guess.
It is indeed quiet.
right. Since when? That thing was screaming in my ear for so long.
Perhaps a longer conversation will lead you to an answer.
I love their dialogue so much. So Doc's great at like helping Laz go through his problems. By the way, so if you haven't heard any of these audios before, there is actually a whole playlist on another channel. They're unlisted because I'm still getting the whole lot, and they come in a really random order with how I get them done. But obviously I have a bunch of audios all in one playlist. So I'll grab a link to that before I end my stream at some point today. So I'll just like play music so Egg's not having a hissy fit. But yeah, so that's like an extra thing if you wanted to sit and listen to the entire thing in order. There are a few that are missing from the playlist. They will be for a little bit anyway because I used to hide them in my stream layout, and at present I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do with them. I could technically make like a whole movie because there's like over an hour of audio now. All paid for, professionals that I got done for it. It's very, very nice. But it's all prequel stuff. So if you wanted to see all the story stuff that I have, it would be the audio. Laz actually has a short story, which I did write. Then we have Ethan's journal, and then the book. That's in a canonical order. You can read any one of them, skip one, you will still have a good experience no matter whether you have all the information or none of it. I've tried my best to make sure that you don't have to consume everything. You can choose to, but you don't have to. So you can kind of pick up stuff as you like it, or, you know, like whenever you don't. But I love their friendship. They had a much, like, so Laz is not the type to have friends in a lot of cases. He has like 2 main friends, maybe 3 or 4, and that's it. Nobody else really exists. He just does stuff and tells everyone to fuck off. And then Doc exists, and he gets such a good relationship with Doc. So I'm gonna play this one, and then I might look at something, maybe one of the silly ones that I've got.
It confuses me how this level of injury doesn't cause you any concern.
Sometimes. If I don't see it, I don't feel it. Wouldn't have come if the thing I was making didn't explode on me.
I may need to keep a closer eye on you.
Don't you start. I'm fine. I'm still kicking.
How you're still kicking is a mystery by itself. The parasite's influence is quite elaborate. It's beyond my understanding.
I don't get it either. It feels contradictory. It's a damn pain in the ass.
I wish I'd had the ability to read tomes on it. The only thing I am personally aware of is that the parasite is not technically in the same dimension we presently reside in, and all records were wiped, even from the greatest library.
So much for your vast knowledge on the topic.
Dimensional knowledge was a passion of mine, so that topic is indeed quite vast. Creatures that dwell within them and magic that dabbles in it were how I spent my younger years. The parasite happens to sit within that realm, but I was unable to find information on it.
I'd tell you what I know, but you're pretty much already up to date.
That is quite all right. The fact that I can be this close to the subject in question has already been an endless source of fascination.
Thanks.
I've enjoyed your company, of course.
Oh, shit!
Oh, you feel that one?
Fuck. Yep, I felt that one. Oh, shit.
You have something lodged in it. Give me a moment.
Just pull it out.
Causing pain purposefully may be commonplace, but I do not have the need. Please, remain still. I have a better method.
All right, the good old method of smearing ink on it.
Not quite. Runes are cast by using special ink. With them being the tongue of gods, it allows us to bend the world in ways only deities should be able. If I put these symbols on your skin, like so, I can in fact pass through your body as though it does not exist.
The fuck?
This is how I treat patients who cannot see me. I can repair internal damage without needing to cause any external strain. And there we have it. One shard of metal.
I can't even... You know what? Just don't do that again.
I suppose it is quite strange if you witness it firsthand.
God, I love Doc. He's so good for putting lore out for, because he's an elf. He's lived for a very, very long time, so he knows a lot of stuff. And he's just a very interesting character. He's very fancy, and people like him a lot. He's a very calm boy among all of the not-so-calm shit that I have going on constantly. I feel bad whenever I have, like, one where people are like, oh, yeah, Amy certainly did that. I'm like, yep, I sure did. Alright, let me grab one of my randoms. Do we want... Okay, for the people who know it, do you guys want spinnies? Or would you prefer, we've got, Up Late or Revenge? He doesn't... Oh, God. Doc is so real. I know, right? Revenge is good, just because it's funny. But those ones are all, like, nice and wholesome. Calmly accepting his friend writes in the language of gods. Yeah, don't worry about it, it's fine. Revenge pretty good. I like having an Ethan and Kimiko audio again. Let's hear the main duo. That's a good point, I suppose, yeah. My protagonists, I have two, like, main characters. What is Spinnies? Spinnies is Hime. I'll tell you what, we'll do Revenge and then I'll do Spinnies. Both of them are cute.
How much further?
You tired already? Would have thought you'd have toughened up more.
What? Any normal person would get tired walking through here.
Nah, just you.
Yeah, I'm still carrying your damn bag. Alright, can we at least take a quick break?
It's only like another hour from here. Just put up with it.
Kimiko, you
I
might
already
want to...
told you we aren't stopping.
But you're going
so
to...
annoying.
I did try to warn you.
Stupid damn... I'll just cut... Where's my knife?
You mean the one you told me to hold on to with all your other junk?
Just pass it here.
Oh?
If you step on one this time, I'm going to leave you there.
Stop being an ass and hand me the knife.
Ethan, you're such an idiot for stepping on one that one time. I would never be that stupid.
You are dead.
If you say please, I'll hand it over.
Give it here before I murder you.
Still no manners. I guess I'll just put this back.
Fine. Will you please hand me the knife? So I can kill you with it myself.
I can hear you. Okay. I'll help you out. Looks like you're stuck.
What? Damn crappy plan! Get off and die already!
Just don't panic. I'll find the bulb. It's, up there.
Hand me the bag.
What'd you throw the bag? It took me ages to pack everything in there.
Payback.
Oh, I love those two so much. I miss having audio with them both. But you know, I've been so focused on like the other cast members, and Alex obviously very busy nowadays. So it's nice when I have anything to mix, but it's fun having like a piece like that. God, they're funny. Alright, and this one is Spinnies. Spinnies is absolutely adorable. It's mostly about Hime. So it's Hime, Kaizen, and Gabranth.
He's got the grumples. Get him!
The what? Whoa, whoa!
The grumble has been all got rid of.
Good work, ma'am. Thank the roots we found it so quickly. It could have spread.
It could have got Uncle Tama.
I know! Look at Uncle Gab. He's been infected a lot. So if you see the grumple, you know what to do.
Grumple?
You don't know? The grumble is a cereal. Us? It's serious. It makes you grumble. Then you can't smile anymore.
Oh, I guess I was making a grumpy face.
No, it's okay. Playing games keeps the grumble away. You can play with us.
I don't really know how.
What? It's okay. We can play a race, or a dress up, or a tea party, or a magical girl, or grumble hugs.
You ever play a
or
game with your
cookies,
parents as
or
a kid?
koozies, or jumpies, or bad guys.
I guess my
or
dad used to
hang-out
spin me
scissors.
around a lot.
Spinnies? Can we play?
I can try.
I love spinnies!
You want me to try next?
No! Only Uncle Gab can play spinnies. Go away!
Wow, kids are brutal.
I'll spin both of you then!
What? Ah!
That line I got at the end. It still makes me giggle. So when I sent this to Pat, at the very end, Pat added just a random okay, fuck it. It just goes wee. So of course I had to add it because it was there. It's so silly. But yeah, that's a bunch of my audio that I've made. There is so many more. Obviously everything is done in like a canonical sense. It starts with Laz and a guy called Devin. They are both trying to figure out how to make a person have a shadow. That is the theme for the entirety of like my audio series for Bound in Blue at the moment. So that's all the prequel stuff. Then it goes to Laz's short story, which the audio does lead up to, which is nice. There is actually an audio clip that is the conversation inside of the short story that you don't get to hear. So you can actually hear the audio for that, which is also nice. But yeah, there's like, I've tried my best to tie a bunch of stuff together and make it so that the people who genuinely are interested have a decent amount of content and things to look at and kind of get hyped by. There's also a bunch of stuff that's not answered at all at the moment. It'll be answered either in the book later, or it's up for speculation, I suppose, until the end of time. We shall never know, I guess. But at the moment, that's most of what I've been doing is like that kind of stuff. There is like, for a visual representation, actually, I can show one. Let me just close that. So this is my layout. I'll turn my music off on this one. So this is my brand new layout that I've been coding. It's taken me a little bit to get this one functioning, but it looks very nice. But this here, all of these are the audios that I've made, and they all have a description, who's voicing in it, and a bunch of other stuff. So this is how many you have to watch if you're interested in it. But yeah. Hey, no worries, Daz. Thanks for coming. I appreciate it. Hello, Aiden. How's do's? Yeah, I'm super proud of what I've made. So I've, like, over the past 5 years of, I guess, not really doing as much on YouTube, there was a point where I was an art director for a project. I've had multiple jobs. Some of you have seen, like, my work on Jess's channel every now and then that used to pop up. And I've done a couple of pieces recently as well. But then you've also probably seen my work in other places. I did some artwork for QMU recently. QMU is absolutely lovely. They do remixes for music and mostly gaming, I believe. But absolutely lovely person. Music's dope, and it's just lovely to work with them. So my stuff's been on there quite a bit. They've been commissioning me for like 10 years. Yeah, so there was also, I became friends with a lovely person called Trent Kanuga. They're an artist on YouTube. They've been in the industry for who knows how long. But they actually brought me on to do a game. So there's a game on Steam called Twilight Monk, and I got to be the lead animator for basically the entire game. We were a really small team, so I animated pretty much everything. There was a couple of things that Trent, I think, animated first, and there was, I think, maybe one other animator before that. But yeah, that was really good. It was very unexpected to get that job. That's one of the best jobs I think I'd ever had as well. So otherwise, I've been drawing a lot. My art changed a massive amount. So let me show you a visual difference, I suppose, of it was like 5 years ago. I guess we're getting art from 2020. Oh no. Okay. I don't know if I want to show anything. It just kind of defeats the point, though, I guess, if I don't. So my art went from where's a good piece? I mean, I suppose this is the one everyone remembers me for, but I did update it later. Okay, this is a piece that I drew in 2020. This was when I started getting like a lot better at my art stuff, but I also had to slow down a lot because I was basically like I had a lot of health issues. So my art went from that to this one, which is one I did last year. I finally learned how to draw backgrounds, so that was nice. I also got a little bit better at drawing faces, because my art was really inconsistent, so the consistency definitely went up. Even drawing like basic stuff, it just seemingly improved a lot, which was really nice. Obviously, like, my anatomy got a lot better because Ethan became more normalized in his age. Because he's supposed to be 19. Obviously that seemingly changes all the time. It's annoying as hell when it does that, but you know, we're getting there. But yeah, so my art did change quite a bit. I learned how to draw in like multiple styles, animate. Got heavily into D&D last year, which was good fun. Got into character design, you know, stuff like this. This was one of my favorite designs so far, to be honest. I really like him. This is my next D&D guy. Oh, hello.
Hello.
This is my guy.
My wife, the goat.
Yeah. In 20... Oh my god, it was only a year later. I got into, like, the first, like, actual design stuff. Because Boris and B was in 2021.
Oh, Boris and B was a huge lift for your stuff.
It was. Look at that, Boris and B. Boris and B is like their own damn thing but I got into like cute character designs and rooms and
Chad Beavis.
Food. Oh, we love Chad Beavis.
What a man.
I know.
Hi, Chad.
It's 2021. Yeah, it was 2021. It was not 2019. My art looked like garbage in 2019. We don't bring up the past, Jump.
Box Ronin.
Box Ronin. So if
One day you should try to draw him, but like actually, but still keep box.
Oh god. Yeah, so this one is, if it was a game, it would be done in this style. A Beavis who's also a Chad. LOL!
Oh, just imagine the, like, Animal Crossing music when you come out of there.
I know, right? Yeah, these are my beloved two, Boris and B.
Yeah!
They are besties who run a bed and breakfast on the beach in a boat. I love all the bees.
Bed and breakfast, Bear and B, Boris and B on a beach on a boat with a bread and breakfast.
And they make big food.
And they're like beans.
They're good times.
We should cosplay those two.
Oh, these were everyone's favorite characters, by the way.
Oh, the mouse family.
Everyone loves the foragers. They just all love them.
It makes such a good cartoon.
Well, the funny thing, I only just realized when I looked at the whole lot, I'd made all of them disabled in some way.
I think I remember talking to you about that at one point, yeah.
Yeah, because she's, Chime is deaf. Obviously he's now missing part of his tail, so his balance would be shot. Chomp has, he's got like he can't stop eating. He just has to be chewing something all the time, and he's accidentally, like, eaten part of his ear. Chaos and Charity have one leg each that doesn't function, so they, three-legged race walk everywhere when they want to do anything. So you need both Chaos and Charity in order to make progress. Cherish has anxiety and has to have a plushie at all times. Chill.
Depression?
No, Chill has a sleeping disorder.
Oh.
They basically can't sleep. Charlie obviously has glasses. So the only one who's okay is the mother.
Well, with that many kids, I don't know about that.
Yeah, she's probably just like...
She's probably depressed.
Yeah. I have a soft spot for Boris and B because I think I joined the community while you were working on it.
Aww.
I mean, that's really nice. Boris and B is really special to me too. I think I had the most fun designing characters for Boris and B.
I mean, we still do it every now and again, don't we?
Yeah,
when
we do.
We come across a new creature and we're like, oh, that would fit so well.
Well, we did the duck. We did Desmond, who
Yeah.
runs Rise at Dawn.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is a bakery. So a duck that makes duck-friendly bread.
Well, honestly, if you were ever able to like kickstart like a series or something like that, like a cartoon show, something like that.
I always wanted this to be a game.
Oh, well, Kickstart, yeah, like, I can imagine them working really well for that.
Yeah.
And then obviously Bandit Blue for like the action awesome stuff.
Yeah, but this is something that so basically I started making projects around 2021 in order to get better at drawing in general.
Yeah, you came to the conclusion that you needed like a bigger thing to help.
Pretty much, yeah. And then in 2023 I started designing some of my gods. So for Ethan's universe,
Oh, God, I love that one.
this is the god of life.
I love that one so much.
Yeah, so it's so the god of life and the god of death are brothers, and the god of death is tiny and adorable and very sweet.
Look at him.
Meanwhile, life looks kind of horrific. He looks like a man who fell over.
Also,
Yeah,
if you remember, point out to them as well the scale of him.
Oh yeah, there's a tiny person
They
at the
can't see it,
bottom. Oop.
Yeah, that's a person for
Yeah,
scale.
there's a person, you know, just they're small. Game or show I'd consume it. Aw. I mean, I appreciate that. But yeah, so God of Death is similar colors to Ethan, which is useful, I suppose. But he's so nice. When you're about to die, he'll make sure you have company. And
Didn't we get that from like when we were watching Sandman?
yeah.
I loved that concept.
Yeah, I loved it being way more wholesome because, like, everyone always goes for something that's, I guess, a little bit more creepy or scary, and so I just wanted a guy who's like, yeah, I'll just listen to all your problems while you're dead, and then we'll just slowly walk around until you feel better and are ready to reincarnate. Yeah. Isn't it nice?
What a precious baby.
God of
I would
Life is
pet
a
him.
tree, yeah. I mean, it's probably better than what most people say when they see the blood goddess. Oh yeah, we have Alabaster.
Alabaster!
This is just a bird guy that I...
The goat!
Everyone loves him.
He has an owl wife.
Wind chime scythe? Or are they bells? It's kind of like a wind chime, yeah. There's
Yeah, both.
bells. There is bells on the end though. I liked the idea of having the thing there. Oh, there's the blood goddess. Here we go. She's
Hey there, hot stuff.
she's so wholesome and lovely and not horrific at all.
Oh, she wants to eat me.
She doesn't cause problems for the only vampire I have in my series. I love you, dude.
I love you too, sweetheart.
Yay. Let me turn my thingy off again. Yeah, at this point I was also doing stuff for D&D, so me and Andy, Pat, and Kirsten, and then Essie as well, we were running a campaign called Hollowed Bonds. It was really good. We really enjoyed it. It's on Andy's YouTube. But it was really cool. So I made a bunch of backgrounds for it, and like the main one we had was Parahise. And I did actually have to make forest stuff for the background so that I could I basically made trees and a thing that could slide across the back so it looked like we were moving at one point. Because we had like a moving caravan for one of our things. And it was really cool. So I did a night and day version of all of our backgrounds. I did PNG tubers for all of our characters, and I programmed a multiplayer program so that we could see our PNG tubers while we played. We could change their pose and stuff like that. It was genuinely really cool. I'd never made anything like it before, but it kind of forced me to start programming a little bit more seriously. I also started, I think I met Essie kind of around that point, actually. So me and Essie only became friends a couple of years ago, which is a shocker now. I can't imagine my life without Essie, because Essie's just the sweetest bean. I've met a couple of people over the last couple of years, and then a few people I've known for a long time that I just can't imagine life without at this point. Pat and Kirsten I've known for as long as Andy's been doing Garroth in in like Aphmal's stuff, we've pretty much known Kirsten and Pat. So that's a long time, and like I can't imagine not knowing them. I mean, are you sure you know what I do know what that word means. Look, okay. Wholesome. Let me show you a wholesome. See? Wholesome. Hime is doing taxes. By taxes, it's just scribbling and being at the desk while wearing glasses like her dad. Totally very, you know. See that? There we go. Wholesome. I can do it. It's an achievable thing. Like 10 years. Something like that, yeah. I do have like seeing your improvements over the years, and your art has also motivated me to keep drawing. Oh, that's awesome! I mean, I love seeing people's stuff over the years, right? It's just, it's the nicest thing. It's nice to look back and see the kind of stuff I've made. I learned how to make logos, like proper, nice, fancy logos, only for my series. It was a good time, man. I actually got to use these for some of my gods and stuff. Oh wait, where is, let me find Dawa. Dawa exists here somewhere. Was he in 2022? No, he can't be in 2022. That's a lie. Oh, that's when Kaizen's reference shit. Where did my time go? I feel like I had less and less time to make stuff. The more time went on, I just like made stuff less. I know Dawa's here somewhere. I'm just trying to remember which folder he's in. Maybe he is in 2023. Here comes the emotional brick. It's not that bad. I have some wholesome stuff. To be fair, I think art-wise, I tended to draw nicer stuff. And then in my, some of my other stuff, I guess, was a little bit more. You should show off Brom. Brom is so sweet. Brom's wholesome as hell. He's just a happy dad. Oh, wait. Dala! Found you! This is one of my gods. He is the middle child of my 3 moons that I have. As a boulder. Exactly! Look, I just know what I'm doing. I can hit you with the right, like, in the right spot. And then we're good. Don't worry about it. Oh, right! That Brom! I don't remember what's in my tasks. So, I don't know if I want to show that. That's Dala? Yeah, this is Dala. That's why the symbolism is like it is. I'm super happy that like I managed to have a go doing like this kind of thing. You forgot what Dala looked like. To be fair, I don't really have pictures of him anywhere. So he was based on Tibetan designs. They have like a lunar event that they had, and a lot of the colors were really pretty. They had some amazing looking stuff in there, so I had a lot of inspiration from that when I started making Dala. But Dala is craves basically like companionship for the world below, so they craft their moon to look a lot like the things they see every time they see the month, like it goes round to see the planet. And they mold themselves as well to look more human so they don't scare people off. So there are people that worship Dala and want to be able to basically like communicate with him. But yeah, fancy. I really like him. I forgot that I've got like all sorts of stuff in here. I finally remember one of your landscape drawings, the one with the portal in a field and a snowy cabin I remember the snowy cabin. I don't remember the portal. It's been a while though. My landscapes definitely improved. I still don't draw very many though. Let me see if I did any like last year. Oh, I did a bunch of chibis last year. Oh, this was my design for my character, my PNG tuber. Ta-da! This is what Benny was like when I designed it. This is exactly what I wanted. So it's just a very simple design. Let's see. I did not draw massive amounts last year. I guess because I was working on a game. Yeah, and then in December I went wild and just drew as much as I could. Oh, I did make my outro screen. So that's a perspective piece. This world changed a bit. Yeah, it did a bit. It used to be, I liked it better when it was more round, so I kind of kept it round. Oh, I forgot about that. Maybe I won't show that one. I did do a sketch page. These were people's requests for a stream we did. So we've got Boris giving pink from my my game demo something to eat. Mushy and an explosion happening. Zine patting Bruno. Oh, that's so cute. Tama having a relaxed day off. Ethan hating Leg because Leg is horrifying. Let me zoom in on these just a little bit. Oh, okay. Yeah, some of these are... Gabrant's cutting... Why is he chopping wood? Just with one arm, I guess. That's fine. Mark, everyone wanted Mark to have a nice like cup of tea or something because his day is normally ruined. Hime all grown up. She becomes a historian. The belt off, where they think they're just both really cool. Ignore Gabrant's T-posing, we're just going to skip past that. These were done in like a few minutes each, I believe, as well. Alina, if she didn't die, basically just telling somebody to marry her son. She's just tell Kimiko to start with. Zine telling a bedtime story to Hime because Brom fell asleep. Cadence and Ethan. Ethan's drawing friends and Cadence is just like, what are you doing? Oh, I forgot Devin! Devin playing chess with his damn shadow! That's a cute one. Oh yeah, Tama just like, how does she get her hair shiny? And she's just like, thinks he's pissed off. Oh, Ty looks great. He's got a fidget spinner. Why does he have a fidget spinner? Oh, and we put somebody... Oh, we put Ted. We put Ted in the laundry, in the washing machine. I don't know why, but you know, he's there. Good times, man. It's funny going through like really old doodles. I could probably have cleaned some of them up. This was from my short story. Laz, in this style. And then Cadence is the young girl that he's got in this particular story. It was the era of the fidget spinner. It was like a couple of years prior, I think. Let me see, what else have I done in that year? That was May. What about October? Wow, I drew like nothing apart from the journal. Oh, that's why I was doing the journal pages. Like heavily doing journal pages. Such an odd thought, like how much stuff's changed. But you know, we're getting there. Oh, I love this one. Zine just looks fancy. I can put him in anything and he looks amazing. In fact, at some point I would like to make a zine. You know, like just a really small book of pictures, but I just want him to be modeling in all of them, and he's done it as a hobby because he is bored. So he's just like, I've made a zine for, like, so I've just made a collection of pictures to send to my friends. It's just a catalogue of him wearing different outfits. So there's a point where I'll probably make that just because, I really want it. You know, as I guess is why I make most of my stuff. Yeah, a zine, you get it? Yeah. A zine. It's so, it's so stupid. Like, we have memes. Oh, wait. Does that mean that I made the Gabranth one in this year? Let me find it. I've got to find the, oh, okay, that's, I drew Teresa. Look how much she improved! She got so much prettier than the last time I drew her. I did not like half the artwork that I'd made like so long ago. I feel like someone would go and say, I know. Sorry, I'm still looking through artwork stuff. I don't want to go through like everything too closely. Oh! Ethan. So I did 2 pictures. Same location. I finally drew backgrounds. Why did I stop drawing backgrounds as often? This is at the front of Laz's shop. So this is when you're about to go out the door. He eventually gets like a bell. And he asked for a hand, so of course Laz just threw him a hand. Is this my son? Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Instead I keep finding like cute stuff. Oh, and then there's the cool Laz picture. This was based on, I made this. This one image is the reason that we got the audio logs. I'm not even kidding. This one image is the only reason the audio exists. I'm still trying to figure out where this image is. I know it's here somewhere. Unless it's the year prior. Which so far it actually might be. I think it's the year prior. That's a cool image. I really like the image for this one. Yeah, I used to draw a lot of more finished images. So we also had Peanut. People probably don't really know Peanut, but I ran an Instagram account for a young girl called Peanut. She has peanut-shaped hair. It is peanut colored, and she's just really cute. I pretty much just drew her taking selfies of herself and stuff she liked, and she was like 15? Something like that. I really liked the one of her at the beach, so I did like a few. So she went to the beach. And it's like the cute typical pictures that you get when you go to the beach. But I like this one. You just look, Dad. There's a crab. Regrets immediately. Yeah, that was good fun. And I got to draw her parents as well. Yeah, Peanut was like really nice. It was a fun style where I had to draw backgrounds for every image, because whether I liked it or not, you can't take a selfie without some kind of background existing, right? So it was really good practice. Here's the Gab one. It came out pretty good though. I also did Tama in the "This is fine" meme, and I did both versions. So you've got his The 2 comic one. Oh, I missed that. That's when we started doing those studies. Because I also drew Tama as a Pokemon. Which I was trying my best to match the Pokemon style. The memes, yeah, they were good practice. I really enjoyed those. Oh, then we did a D&D thing. I did this as a Christmas present. So the shape in the back is, was our DM. It's hard to see, but you can see this shape in the background. So that's our DM. So our DM is just like looming over the rest of us. But yeah, that was a fun campaign. I know exactly what you're trying to say too, dude. Alright, what else did I make? Oh, I used to... Oh, that's when I made Mark. I love how he's just called Anxious Boy. That's when I remade him. So I remade his sprites because I figured it needed an update. And we also had Steve. So Mark and Steve! I'm super happy though that I got them all updated and they look really nice. Yeah, I have like a lot more characters. They're just in their own individual spaces where they should be, and you know, generally speaking. Oh, actually, I do know a picture that I can share. I did it this year. In February? Or was it March? Oh, there's one. There's Sprig's Tavern. It's just them two being adorable. I love how these two look. They're like super sweet. Yeah, I got like Ruckus's world and characters and carrots and Mark and Steve and Pink. There's also a couple of extra characters in that one as well. Ronan. Oh, January. I made so many fun things this year. So, okay, one of the coolest things, I'm gonna bring this up. I hosted a masquerade ball. The way we did it is I set my layout to be all fancy and pretty, and everybody sent me a picture of their character wearing a nice formal outfit for the occasion, and we basically made a snapshot for it, and it was so nice. I really enjoyed this one. So you can see how many people turned up and like drew their character for it. It was so nice. And we played a couple of mini games that I made. I really wanted to do another one, but like, yeah, I ran out of stuff. Jump, why? Oh, okay. I don't know if I've ever shown it before, but chat got obsessed with the concept of me showing what Kaizen's wife looked like. So at one point I did doodle a rough version of what I thought she would look like. So Kaizen was married. She lived her life like in full. She died of old age. But of course, like, he still thinks about it. Wifeson! Oh my god. Good times. Yeah, I made like a nice promo piece for my masquerade ball. I still really like it. I'm gonna use it again every time I think I make one of these. Years of scaring Amy with old art has finally resulted in this revenge. Yep. This is what you get. Oh yeah, I swapped Relic and Carrot's outfits. God, they're so cute. I love how Carrot looks in yellow. He looks adorable. It's undecided. I'm not gonna settle on a name for now unless I need to. I also will probably be more cautious, I guess, with how I pick the name. If I can make it fit the lore better, then, you know, I'll do my best to try that, so. Oh, here it is! I found it! Ta-da! This one took me forever. It took like 30 hours. He's like, get me out of this thing. Yeah. Pretty much. Looks really satisfying. It was fun to draw. I love cell shading like that. God, this took me forever. Like actually forever. I spent was it like 5 or 6 streams on this, and then I also did it off stream as well, which was exhausting. But like every shelf is like unique. I had to draw different things on each shelf, and it's so nice to look at now that it's finished. And like all the tiny little lore bits that I have in here makes me happy, okay? Like everything, including the rock on the mantle has lore. Nobody needs to know what it is. I just have lore right there. Awesome times. But God, I had to design his furniture because I couldn't do anything without the furniture first. Did you? Okay, would you believe his furniture has lore? It's great. It comes with. Yeah, no, I'll keep it secret from now. That's fine. We don't need to go over that again. But yeah, everything has lore because, of course, it does. Why would you not have lore? I also did like a dark version, so you can see which stuff glows in this part of like the thing. We don't need to know it, but what if we want the rock lore? I mean, you can know the rock lore if you want. The decoration lore, there's so much. I don't even think I remember half of it at this point, but I know a few. Every item in this room has lore. Yeah. I had to think about all of the lore, you don't understand. This painting is of an important person that may also have a statue somewhere. This is one of Kaizen's scales. It's funny you say that. I have been told the same month I made this was when I also got told, are you okay? Because they saw me drawing leaves. Individual leaves, and I covered the entire area with these. And they're all very sharp and pretty. What happened with the I drew all the leaves. I spent 8 hours drawing leaves on stream. People were like, Amy, are you just copy and paste them? And I'm like, no, I'm gonna draw them manually. What are you talking about? I had to do it for this room. See? Ta-da! The hyperfix and what? Yeah, it was very strong that month. I also made like some cute little promos for myself. And I designed this guy. He's a cool little guy. I'm worried. No, don't be worried. I made something cool, right? I also had these doodles that I did after I released a chapter of my book. And I also did these. The mana one, oh my god. Look at him! So, okay, to be completely fair, and this is the way that I will always put it, it was the most therapeutic thing that I could do at the time. I genuinely enjoyed my time drawing individual leaves. It was like a mindless task that I could just do, and it was great, and I loved it. But yeah, these were story-themed kind of doodles. Kimiko and Ethan's like typical relationship, because they're like siblings, and I love that. And then this one was based on one of the old OC Chronicles. So we had an OC Chronicles episode where Ethan had to be saved from Teresa's. And I got to it in the book. I finally got there. I got so excited. So I ended up drawing a little bit of what happened after that, which is this bit. It was really cool. I enjoyed it. Being grumpy is integral. Oh yeah, obviously. Very integral. I drew a couple of sheets of doodles. Why is Thomas one so much bigger? Alright, look out, Kaizen. You gotta be moved over so I can put Tama here. Tama's just very tired, and then we got Fireboy with the sassy shirt. These were done this year. This was May that I did these. And then September I've only really done a bit of work stuff mostly. Oh, April! I forgot! We have Audrey! A character from my book! I like Audrey. Audrey is very pretty. The design was really fun to make, and I did not stop when it came to like making sure the details were pretty, because like everything about Audrey is just adorable. We love her. If I could get her voiced, I'd love to, but that's probably not likely. I can't afford to voice the whole book. I'd go broke. Oh, I did get to draw Ethan hugging his grandma because I wanted it, so I drew it because it's adorable, and it makes me sad that they're not hugging more frequently. Oh yeah, we drew George. He's a fish. What a description. Just, hey, yeah, we have this. Yeah. There we go. And then some items that go with a, what's it called? Ah! That was me, Nick. Okay, it's fine. The Blood Goddess. There we go. The Blood Goddess items. I just wanted like a page of them, so I made some. It was like the example used to one who says, oh, they don't look, sometimes I just get a wee bit hyperfixated on something. Oh yeah, we drew Bruno. Laz has a dog. His dog is called Bruno. We love Bruno. Bruno is the bestest lad. Look at him. He's a sweet bean. He's also really big, and he will live about 60 years. So he's now an old dog, and he lives with Laz mostly, but he ends up at somebody else's house quite frequently. Everyone in the city basically helps look after this dog, so he is not starved for attention when he wants it. You had to make an apology. Yeah, that's because you were mean. Guys being mean to my boys. Yeah, there we go. We got Ty. Oh, this is a good example, I guess, of what my backgrounds are kind of like at the moment. I could definitely still improve. I kind of rushed the background on this one a wee bit. So if I took my time with it, I know for a fact I can draw a really nice image. Just mention. What do you mean? Hi, I was relaxing and drew leaves for 8 hours. Is this a problem? Oh, we designed a plant last month. So I designed one from scratch. It was really cool, actually. So we had a friend of mine who voices Lug, who happens to know a lot about plants because of their job. So they came into call with me and they basically just answered any questions we had about plants when we were designing our own. And they were there for like 3 hours just talking about how plants work, which was awesome because I got to design mine while they were in call. So any questions I had were kind of immediately answered and I didn't have to think as hard. But it was really nice. Afterwards, I got told that they expected they could have probably seen this while on the job, which was really nice, because I made a really creepy plant. My plant collects blood. Don't worry about it. It grows in very low light situations, normally where a lot of carnivorous beings are, and it basically just produces blood that it either has like, it gets like it's dripped all over it kind of thing, because of how much carnage is in that area, and it kind of grows from that iron. So yeah, good times, man. I've made like so much stuff over the years, but I'm afraid to show so much of it now because it's old. It's very hard getting hyped to show anything that's super old anymore. Because I'm just like, oh no. Or it feels worse when I see something I drew like 4 years ago and it feels like I peaked then and I have not drawn anything as cool since. It's fun drawing plants. Hey, I'm glad you guys had fun with it. Thanks for being my teacher back when I was in 7th grade. Oh, that's awesome. I hope you're having like, I hope you're still doing all the art stuff. Just because it's fun, right? Like, whether you're doing it for yourself or professionally, it's just nice to be able to create stuff. Your Wi-Fi, you are fine. This was a screenshot of part of my game that I'd made, Calamity Nova. God, it needs so much work, and I hate the fact that I can't show people it because it's an absolute mess at the moment, product-wise. You paint a lot? Hey, that is awesome! Oh, that makes me so happy. I love seeing people get like actually just stick with it, right? It's not, art is hard. It's one of those things where it's just like, it can very easily get you down. So it's really nice to hear when people stick it out. Oh my god. I drew an egg so long ago. I just wanted to draw a really realistic egg and I did. And there he is. He still has the same face. It's never changed. You animate now? Hey! Yeah, I've, animating is good fun, man. Wait, let me have a look. Close that down. I will probably hop off soon-ish. But let me pull up Calamity Nova. It's been a long time, man. Trying to go to school for animation. Oh, very nice. Yeah, good luck with that. There's a lot of opportunities for animators because it's definitely a hard job to find. A lot of people now, I guess, don't really do as much traditional animation as what we used to get. So whenever you get people like coming across it now, it's kind of neat. I like to animate every chance I get when I'm not super busy. I'm doing something at the moment that requires a bit of it, but not too much. Look at my boys! While my thing loads. This is just the perpetual state I'm in, I just realized. Yeah, little kid Ethan, he's like 10. And he got to go outside the city for the first time ever with this old man. And this old man is actually happy. Oh, God, I love Laz, man. Laz is so cool. I drew a lot, actually, I think, with Laz and Ethan. Yeah, this image makes me happy. I also drew, like, just kid Ethan consistently. It just became the only thing I drew for a while. I feel like I've been so busy. Oh, that's where I drew Doc this year. Like in 2021, I drew Doc for the first time ever. There he is. You can see the cracks like right under his eye there. That's cool. You got into an art school using a character you came up with during when you were teaching me. Oh, wow. Oh, that's so cool. Couldn't go. Oh, yeah, that's unfortunate. I think that's just something that happens. Yeah, 2021 was actually a really big year for me, I think, in terms of my typical drawing skills. I did improve, like, as the years went. Like, I drew, this is Byron. This was a value study. I was trying to do textures with just black and white. And I quite like how that one came out. It was really pretty. Isn't it funny? It's mostly December, I think I actually made stuff last year. I think I was so busy throughout the year. You remember? Oh, wait, Cryptid, have you seen, okay, it's not seen, I guess. Have you heard any of the new audio? Because I have some audio, but it's so good. I love all my audio. I may or may not be obsessed with all my new character audio. I have a problem, it's fine. It's basically all prequel stuff, and the stuff that happened in OC Chronicles, with the voiced speed paints, they're a book. I've been writing a book, yeah, for the since about February, I've been writing a book. Yeah, I did a voice Q&A, yeah. So, oh wait, let me find one of them, that I didn't play earlier. Let me find a good one. Let's see. What's a good character audio? We've already heard Two Drunk Men. I mean, there's all the Devon and Laz stuff. That's so exciting. Aw, thank you. Don't do Laz dying, no! God, there's so many. Where's that one called? Oh, okay, I know what that one is. Oh, let's do one that's like in the middle. I'm gonna do Injured. It's totally fine, don't worry about it. It's either Injured or... Oh god, there's a few that's like really good though. Oh, Drinking Buddies is not bad either. Links don't work. Wait, can I do links? Let me have a look. See Doodles. Where is my... Oh, first things first. Let's grab that. Copy. There's my Discord, if you want to join my Discord. If you don't want to join my Discord, which is very fair, I'm not gonna tell people they have to, you can have a look at, where is it? Let me scroll all the way up. Okay, audio. There's a playlist. So you can get a playlist to the audio, which is on my second channel for now. Or you can grab Ethan's journal, which is free to read. You can also, where is he? Main story, which I need to change because I think it's up to now chapter 8. There we go. All of those are Ethan's stuff. Basically stuff that I made after I stopped producing as much on social media. But yeah, Discord is probably the easiest place to like keep track of stuff. There is one room that has all the Bound in Blue stuff in it, including artwork. But yeah. It's good stuff. I was so proud of myself to like actually try and get stuff finished. Okay, I'm gonna play one audio. Let me just make the egg stop dancing. Sorry, egg. Hey, you guys ready for this one's called Injured. This is between Neil and Laz.
Hey, Sarah.
Who is it, hon? Oh, shit. What the hell happened?
Mind if I sit down?
You idiot. Why didn't you go to a doctor?
I just need a minute. Then I'll head home.
No way. You're staying put, and I'm fetching a doctor.
I don't need one. Oh, fuck.
Yeah, no shit, it hurts. You've really cut yourself deep. What were you doing?
Work. Look, just don't tell no one.
Fat chance. Sarah, can you watch him? I'll be right back.
Wait. Damn it, Neil. Please. I need this quiet.
The fuck did you do?
I don't want to talk about it.
I'm fixing your shit for you. Quietly, like you asked. You're answering my questions or I'm getting a doctor. So, where did you get injuries like these?
Work.
What work? These scars don't come from any old job, Laz. Stop being stubborn.
I was helping Sprig.
So, what you were doing wasn't above board.
Kinda. It's not a big deal. Ow! I'm injured! The fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah, no shit you're injured. And I'll hit you again if you don't stop getting your ass into trouble. You're supposed to come ask me for help when you need it.
I'm here, ain't I?
That isn't what I meant. I've done as much as I can. You need a doctor.
Thanks, bud. I'll see someone when I get home.
Oh, no you don't. Your ass stays right there. If I see you move even an inch off that couch, I'm kicking your ass. I'll get you a pillow.
Wait, hey! Oh, fuck it. I'm too tired for this.
I know, Neil is great. I adore Neil. He's such a good guy. And he's what Laz needs, even though he won't admit it in any way, shape, or form. That's why they're good buddies. You write this, Sunflower. But yeah, I'm very proud of how far I've come. I have considered doing the audios that I have possibly as speed paints again at some point. I don't entirely know if I'm gonna do it that way or not. I definitely would like to find something for them just so I can get them as a video format, but I know for a fact at this point I don't want to do them as an animatic or as an animation. As much as I love the concept for that, I want people to enjoy an audio for what an audio is, and there's a different excitement and nicety that I get when I can close my eyes and imagine what I think the scene sounds like and looks like when there isn't a visual. And I know it's different for every person who hears it, which is why I like the audios kind of not having an immediate thing in front. So I've gone through so many things of how should I do my series? And I keep jumping between stuff, and it's because I genuinely love all of these art forms, right? And I want people to be able to enjoy it and like it for the art form that it is. Not just that, but they're all achievable, right? So if you find that you love a particular one, then you can go for it and you can make your own version. I'd love to see more people with their own audio dramas. I feel like they're so rare now. And I mean, like, obviously now I've got a book. I've done the journal, which is like a mix between being a picture book and an actual book. I've got a short story that I did, which was my step up to actually writing a proper book. My audio drama, which is unusual, I guess, by itself. I got a couple of games in different genres, because of course I can't do everything normally. And then, what else have we done? Just typical artwork stuff, some animation stuff. Basically, I want to try and keep stuff to the theme, I guess, that fits best for it, because it gives me the most excitement when I'm making it as well. So, this is a tiny thing that I've been working on for myself. I'm not going to show anybody the finished product, but I can show you the layout for it because I've been working on it anyway. And I've just been designing a house for the day. It's been lovely. I love doing that. It's just been so much fun to sit there and doodle a house and add stuff to it. And I'm not finished. It's going to take me a while to finish the whole thing, and it needs proper lighting and stuff on it. But, you know, like, it's just a nice little project for me to work on for myself. And when it's finished, I'll be very happy to show people, because it'll be done. But for the moment, like, I guess it's just mine. Oh yeah, it's going to have a sun ray right through the middle, so it'll look really fancy. But we're getting there. It's taking so long, you have no idea. So like if I zoom out a little bit more, look at the floor. How cool is that? It just looks fancy, man. But yeah, I'm getting there very, very slowly. Pain in the ass. But I'm happy I'm making progress, you know? So it's nice to be able to switch between stuff and then look back years later. And then suddenly realize it's just like, oh yeah, I made that. Because I'm doing that now, I guess, with all my stuff. Though I wish there was a few more things that I was proud to share, because there's a lot of stuff that I drew that is kind of, it's okay, but it's not something I'd brag about now. Sad times. You found this sketchbook from your lesson 10 years ago. God, that's a long while. Yeah, I'm very stoked with the people who have stuck with me. Normally I stream on Twitch. I know I mentioned it at the start of stream, but obviously people slowly trickle in as the stream goes. But normally I will stream on Twitch. My layout is actually Twitch interactive when it seemingly wants to be. For some reason I couldn't get it to function for this particular stream. I'm not entirely sure why. But, I mean, I'll figure it out eventually, I guess. Wow. Yeah, that sounds about right. God, that's so bizarre. I'm old, man. I'm old and jaded, and I like just drawing. I like drawing buff, man. I went from drawing like originally it was like cutesy creatures and like typical girly stuff, to a lot of buff men, just consistently buff men, like this one, right? It's just mostly muscles. I love my old men characters, they're great. Look, I drew him in a bunny suit. I just put him in a onesie because I thought it was cute and funny. So yeah, there he is. He looks great. It's not an issue in the slightest, you know, don't worry about it. Then we had this image, which, God, that was fun to draw. That's for a part in my book I guess I'll get to eventually. I keep telling myself I'll get to it, and then I keep getting distracted or confused by the part I'm currently drawing. Watching your content and how it evolved. Oh, I appreciate that. I'm honestly really proud of how far I've come. I do worry sometimes that I backtrack a little bit, because I don't get to spend as much time progressing my art anymore because I'm either working or I switch it up a little bit and I do programming, right? I programmed myself a personal assistant who tells me when I'm doing too much shit or not enough. He basically just yells at me, and he's voiced by Kirsten. So it was just really funny to have Kirsten yelling at me because I put too many projects on a board to get done that day. He needs updating though, because now he's ruined, because I got better and I need him to be fixed, so I haven't used him in a while. But I got into programming, so I can make games and programs. I've mostly made programs, man. Originally I did it to make games. Instead I've made mostly programs, so I guess I'll have to fix that at some point and finish a game. I've got my dress up game that I did at least. God. All the times, man. But yeah, when I get some more time, I'm definitely gonna see if I can do some more study. I'd like to improve on multiple things at this point, like anatomy for stuff I need to improve on again. I've gotten a lot better at my facial structure. I could still get better, definitely, but I'm definitely getting there. I drew Neil. So this is what Neil looks like. If he was slightly more realistic, he's got like the nicest face. He just looks like a really nice, happy guy. And that one was really fun to I like when I can just sit and vibe and detail stuff. Time to detail everything, and that's my happy place. It's just funny when I have like that and then next to it is just this tiny chibi of a guy. There we go. My two styles guy. I don't make sense. I think this is the problem. One minute I'm drawing basically like way more stylized realism, and then the next minute I'm drawing a chibi, and if it's not a chibi, it's like a completely different style. Nothing makes sense. I did these too, so these were for t-shirt designs. I am actually excited to wear these. I don't care if anyone else wants them, I want them, so I made them for that reason. This has just become a trend, I've noticed. Amy want thing, Amy make thing, forget about everybody else, it's fine, I'll just have it myself. But yeah, so I'm definitely gonna have to have that at some point. I mean, to be fair, I'm very excited when I find out someone else likes my characters and I get to go on a full-on, like, conversational hyperfixation about them for a couple hours. It's so nice, and it doesn't happen very frequently, so when I get it, it's just, like, happy time. Also, if you want to see nice faces, I'd say this one. This one was fun. Each one took me roughly about 5 hours each. So for each face, I think Doc's one took a little bit more. The one at the bottom. Please tell us that I've been doing that all stream. I have so many audios and stuff now. But I'm stoked. I've got book people can read for it. I've got little games people can play for it. I've got fun character designs that I worked on. We always want to hear about your characters. Aww. Well, if you happen, okay, I do know, obviously, that most of the time people aren't going to be following me on other social media because you find somebody on one thing, you typically use one thing. So you're more likely to spot somebody when they're there. But if you do want to see me do stuff every Saturday, I will be streaming normally art stuff, but like because the layout is interactive on Twitch, we have mini games where people can sit on stage and talk about their own characters. We have areas where we can just listen to all the audio play at once. I can have puzzles where stuff is literally like hidden, so people can find them. We have a slime race mini game. You can break all the bottles in my damn tavern. Oh, and the tavern itself is interdimensional at any time period, which means that a character of yours could turn up there and it can be canonical. Basically just a door to the tavern turns up anywhere, and so long as you go through it, eventually when you go back through it, you'll be back where you started with no time having changed. So you can use it as like a fun way of having a character just see a bunch of random shit they've never seen before all at once. And it's just like a fun silly thing that I wanted to have for the overarching theme. Because it helps spur a reason for somebody to want to draw their character like within the space. But with friends, right? It's just like, oh yeah, our characters are like sitting together because we're buddies now. It's just a fun like thingy that I liked. Yeah, that's the kind of stuff that I live for at this point. It's the stuff I miss, cause like the internet's very different from what it was when I was young. I kind of miss it a little bit. Oh, here we go. These are all my room icons. Let me just get rid of some of my old artwork. Oh my god, it keeps going. Oh, there we go. Okay, ta-da! These are all the rooms that I have for this layout. So the bar is the one that I started in. Hey, congrats, Jake! You're back in the day. The booth is the one we're currently in. Then we got Bottle Bash, Slime Race, Tray Drop, Puzzle Box, Stage, and the Vibe Room. I did show the Vibe Room, so we've seen that one. But yeah, I really like these. Oh, just before I forget, I'm going to show off these again. Look at all the cards! I have actual cards in real life. Like, I made these. These are my characters. And I have physical ones. Like, you can hear my cards. I can shuffle them. And I can read people's fortunes. Okay, I can't actually though, because it's not a proper tarot deck. But, like, I love having these cards, like, in hand. Especially when I draw one and it's like just a nice vibe that day. Yeah, cards! But it's been really fun to kind of get used to that kind of printing process as well. Especially since I didn't expect to be able to get like an entire set of this many. Like there's a lot. That's a lot of cards to make. Who is the manufacturer? I would suggest Vogue Grace is the one that I used. I might eventually look for a different one. I'm not sure. But like, for the typical ones, Vogue Grace works great. They also do like a bunch of extra stuff, so you can get things like acrylic keychains and pins and all sorts of stuff. Oh, I haven't heard of that one before. Yeah, I've gone through like a few different things, but I haven't found ones that do cards in like the right kind of print for me, because I want the tall ones, right? Tall designs just look fancy and I like them a lot. Mine are mid. They're a little bit bigger than your average playing card, but they're not quite as big as I'd like them to be. I'd like them to be a little bit taller, and then I just redesign them a tiny bit to fit. But these were so much fun to make. It took me like a year to do all of them though. Yeah, so my next goal is probably a zine scene. It's gonna make me laugh forever. I don't think it's ever not gonna make me laugh. Just a casual zine. That's gonna be so good though. But yeah, I've got like Ethan's journal. I have a physical version. For Vincent's audio, I have a physical audio, basically like a tape recorder. It's one of those memo recorders for your voice. So I have one of those with the audio on it, so it actually sounds like it was recorded on it, and it's awesome being able to hear it that way. You can make body pillows. Yeah, you can. But yeah, so currently it's just like there's all this, I'm basically trying to find a project of a thing I like and then having it physically in my house, because I tend to forget everything I've made entirely, like everything. So I'll make it, and then I think because everything is so fast paced now, I'll forget that I've made it after a short amount of time. And like the internet will forget that you've made it as well, because there's no longevity for stuff the way that I feel like it used to be. Like my social media, every time I post something, it feels like stuff has disappeared in a sense. So I don't really go through and look back at my old artwork stuff anymore, because things just kind of get flooded if you send pictures of anything else in there. So it's definitely like awkward. So I had to start posting pictures I've drawn on my wall, or to like make a big project I can print and stick somewhere in my room. Like having a book I can shove on the shelf is just like, hoo-hoo, look, it's fancy, and I made it myself. I had to learn bookbinding for that, which is awesome actually. Bookbinding is really cool. I'd love to do more that doesn't finish with like a hard cover. Because there's like, it looked really cool just having like the other piece. I'm forgetting what it's called now. Just the book block, there we go. But yeah. Oh, this was fun though. I hope people don't mind. Obviously that I do feel bad that I'm a little bit harder to find, and that I don't post as much stuff on YouTube as I used to. The way that I do stuff now, I tend to make it fit the medium that I'm making it. So if I can't find a reason for it to be a video, I struggle to make it a video, if that makes any sense. So it's not just record a video and put it up, it's why am I making the thing, and how would it best be made into whatever medium I'm trying to put it as? Like, you know, I'm fairly sure that I've made very little sense, but that's why I went with audios, because the way that I interpret an audio is so different to how I interpret audio when I'm listening to it while watching an animation. And I love the difference. It's also made me appreciate audio whenever I watch anything. we were watching somebody play Silksong, because obviously Silksong came out very recently, and the audio work on it is amazing. If you just stop and listen to the tiny sounds going on in the ambience, and like you'll barely notice it while you're playing because it's so well done. But when you like sit there and you can hear it, it's like, oh, that's so nice. Also makes me appreciate voice acting and stuff too, because you can hear the subtleties that the actors have gone through. And without having a visual there, you have to imagine it differently, which is, it took me a while to kind of get used to. But yeah. Sorry, I'm doing a think. Yeah, there's a couple of things that I can probably turn into videos. I know with all the bib audio that I have a lot. There is basically about an hour and a bit's worth of audio. I have a few more pieces that I really would like to get made. And once that's done, it's basically just the book getting made. Obviously, there's a couple of ways you can turn those things into videos. I've just got to figure out the best way for me to turn it into a video, whether I go back to me doing a speed paint, which forces me to do a background. You know, it actually makes me draw a picture, which is not a bad thing either, but it comes down to how much energy I have left after, I guess, finishing the project that I'm making. So, that's where I've struggled the most lately. I'll burn myself out making the project because it takes as long as it does, and then I have to find a way of marketing it. Marketing things is hard, man. I don't have time for that stuff. Because all my brain power has just gone into everything else. Even my layout, the amount of time I've spent just updating little bits on my layout so that it functions the best way I can possibly get it. Or, you know, like, put in some new graphics. I had to make all the graphics. Every time I want one new thing, it's like, Amy, yeah, that means you have to technically make about 12 new things because you have to code it, and then you have to make each individual asset that goes with the thing you've just made. Which takes a while. So, yeah. I kind of like just keep burning myself out just a wee bit. Mostly because, like, you know, you got work and stuff on top, but we're getting there. If there are characters of mine that you ever like to hear talk and whatnot, like if you feel like you're missing a character because they don't get a lot of dialogue, every now and then when I'm streaming, some people will throw a donation, and that goes directly towards a script with like that character in mind. So we've done some before. Somebody's bought some for Alina. That's, I think, the only reason we ended up with Alina lines at one point. So, you know, like, there's a bunch of interesting stuff that I can do with those kinds of things. It's just most of that stuff is based on how much time I have or how much budget I have. Because I fund everything myself. No matter what, everything will eventually come out as free. It's just the way that I like to do stuff. Right now, all of my projects are free. You don't have to pay for anything. The journal, any of my games that you can download, any of my audio stuff that I have, my animations, my stream like layout stuff that you can play with, all of it's free. You don't have to worry about like ever having to put money into my stuff. I can do that myself, but obviously support, whether it's you just hanging around, is appreciated very, very much. If you talk about like my projects with me, you're the best person ever. I love you. That's just how hyperfixations work, I guess. But yeah, obviously, like, it's nice to have the ability to remind people I'm not dead. I feel like that's the state I've gotten to. It's just like, wow, there was a YouTuber that used to make stuff that I watched, and it's just like, what happened to them? Well, they haven't posted in like 5 years. They probably did. It's just like, yeah, there's me. I'm sorry, I got health issues, and then I got hyperfixation on multiple things. So away we go. Yeah, I'll still be. So once I finish Bib's book. I'm going to be moving on from Bib. This is still a scary topic to think about, but it's probably going to take me a decent amount of time to finish the book because it's quite a long story. I've already finished basically the equivalent of a book in length, and that horrified me because I didn't realize I'd written that much. But I have. Now I'm stuck. I got stuck on like the next bit, so it'll take me like a couple of weeks or something to figure it all out, and then I'll go zoom in again because I'll get to my boys. But yeah, so once that's done, I'll be moving on to Carrot's World. Carrot's World will probably be an animated short series. So something silly. I wanted it to be a lot more goofy than the down-to-earth realism stuff that I did with Ethan's. Because Ethan's is more realistic fantasy, which was good fun. And I really like what I've managed to get around with on it. I like the themes. I like the more mature stuff that I can get to. A lot of my characters, I love how deep they are. They feel like friends at this point with how long I've spent with them. No joke, you know, like I'll hear Doc speak and it just makes me happy. I'll hear Laz grumble about something and that makes my day. You know, I get to listen to them improve and grow as people. And they slowly go from being flawed, terrible human beings to like being able to sleep at night, legitimately sleep at night. There is a character that does not sleep for the majority of the audio. And when you finally hear him snoring, just casually snoring somewhere, you're just like, oh my god, the boy, he's getting sleep. I can't believe that was a thing I managed. But yeah, it's great. By the way, I did manage to give myself insomnia while writing that. That was great fun for me. Totally, yep. But yeah, good times. I was going through, I've been doing the same thing, I guess, with Ethan. I've been trying to write, so for complete, like, transparency, let me read out the blurb for the book. Where did it go? And then I'll probably call stream here. Here we go. So the blurb for the book, this is the overall premise, is a young, dying half-elf journeys through a world outside what he knows to find his missing father before he's dragged to either hell or home. There's no difference. So that is the blurb for my book. That is the general premise and what the entire thing is for. It's not really been a hidden thing that Ethan's had issues with his aura before, but it was not as prevalent in OT Chronicles, I guess, as it was in other media that I used to draw. So this is where I get the fun of actually exploring it properly in a book format. And as far as I've been told, it's a fun read. It's easy to read, and that's the best compliment that I could get. And a few people have managed to, like, I think 2 people got their parent to read it, which is amazing. I'm so happy. So yeah, it's I'm proud. I've managed to make something that's made other people happy, and it makes me happy whenever I get, like, I guess a tiny bit of a hint of more community where I get people to talk to, you know, whether it's about their projects, mine, or all the bits and bobs. It is Turd Mom certified. I'm glad, man. Man, your mom's so cool. Genuinely made me so happy. It made my day. Yeah, so I know I'm not gonna be like, you know, I'm not gonna be the world's best author, and I'm not gonna be the world's best artist, or the world's best programmer or game developer, but I am gonna be the world's best me. And I'm trying my best to make the stuff that I feel like, I guess, only I can make. So, me and my weird hyperfixations and my excitement on all the bits and bobs, you know, those are the things I guess you can expect from me. I love to go into harsh topics. I love to go into premises that I guess defy the usual tropes. And I like to take silly concepts and then make them real, which can be very difficult. For example, I love how I keep just going on a tangent, but I have a character who is a vampire. I love him. He's amazing. He's a super extroverted vampire, who is a hermit. So he is forced to basically live in his house because he is vegetarian and he does not want to hurt anybody. So he has the problem of, at one point he had to find a substitute, and a substitute for blood is not common. So, and that means no blood at all in whatever he is drinking. So that was a really difficult premise to actually play with when you grounded it in a more realistic setting. And I put gods in there, so it's not that realistic. I just needed it to be grounded enough so it feels realistic. You clicked on this so fast. Hello. Plasma. So what I went with is, it's a concoction that was made from multiple plants that produce similar stuff to blood, so like chemically, and then they used pixie dust to basically add life to it. So that was the thing that I finally managed to get with, because his assistant is a pixie. She basically like keeps the household, and they have a really nice, cute father-daughter relationship. realistic and the most non-real. Yeah. That's pretty much like my typical. Hello, Cubex. Yeah, I've been making so much content. Like, way too much. I don't stop. That's just how it goes. I've got to make all the things all the time consistently, you know. But it's mostly I'm trying to make it good. I think that's the hardest thing is so my production quantity went down, but my quality went up. So I produce nicer stuff less frequently than I used to. I used to spam like pictures and a bunch of stuff all the time, and there's less of it now than what I used to produce, but it is better quality. My art's mixed. Sometimes it's good quality, and then sometimes I've degraded a tiny bit because I'm stressed or did it too fast, or there's a billion reasons why art can look terrible for whoever made it. Sometimes it's just like you drew something, it looks fine, and you hate it because, you know, brains are terribly annoying sometimes. But yeah, I'm so proud of my audio. I feel like that's become my new passion by accident. I would live for audio. When I have audio to mix, life is perfect. There is nothing wrong. The world could be falling apart, and I have audio to mix. I found out I can mix it in surround sound. I can have surround sound, boys, guys. This is so cool. I got very excited. I got to hear Doc walk around my house because we had surround sound. It was awesome. But yeah, I love both this look and your older art. Oh god, the older art. So these are just cards. This was done in a very simple style. We were looking at a bunch of stuff, so if I just quickly go through some of this before I head off. But these were chibis I did this year, and then like I drew some fancy eyes. So I definitely improved over the years. Then there was like one from last year, which was the zine one, and then one from like 2020, which my colors aren't as good. My brushwork is kind of mid. My anatomy is definitely struggling at points. I don't really understand folds. Whereas obviously in this one, I have a background. I think that's like the first thing I noticed that was different. It's just, there's a background here. Yep, and I understand focal points a bit better. So his hair is great for leading people's eye to his face, but he's such a soft vampire. I love him. He's just being cozy with his tea while it rains outside. And of course he's watching stuff while it's dark because he's a vampire and he can't go outside when it's light. This was a redraw of one of my old ones. I do love this one. The effects were fun to make. And then we have a really cool looking image of somebody holding his hand this time. It looks so much better than the old one, which looked terrible. And it was like 2018? Yeah, it was like 2018. I think. Let me find it. I gotta find it first. I'm determined now. The render looks very whimsical. Ah, thank you. God, all the old stuff. I was so proud when I made this one too. This was... here we go. The difference! There we go. So side by side. Ta-da! That's OC Chronicles 2018 in January, all the way up until last year in December. I remade it. The first big change that I noticed is that his ability looks very pretty. His anatomy and posture is fixed. The colors look nicer, and the window has depth. You know, they seem to be very important details. Yeah. But in saying that, I learned so much over the last so many years to be able to do that. So it's big improvement. It's just funny to see it. Even my character designs improved, you know, as this boy. A bunch of like Boris and B stuff, my gods, there's like a billion different things that I would be making and doodling. Zine's house is always nice. His butterflies grow up. I know, right? It's cool. It's so weird seeing them side by side after all these years. I remember showing people while I drew it, because I think I drew it on stream. I wish I'd recorded it, though. I'm a little bit sad that I didn't do that. But, in saying that, because I got to this part in the book as well. So the next thing I'm considering doing is, at some point I'd like to redraw some of the other pages or pictures that I had. Mostly because I've struggled with composition, I suppose, for a wee bit. I have to practice it, and the amount of time I've had to practice stuff has not been very much. So it's difficult to kind of find time to really settle on stuff. I have been enjoying this one. I'm looking forward to having this finished, and with the thing that I want to do with it, then I can kind of I can really enjoy this one. This is going to be one of those ones that I'm going to have probably a reminder of frequently, so that'll be nice. But yeah, good times. Lots of like slow progress, but we'll get there eventually. I'm very proud of my backgrounds are improving dramatically. My effect work has improved a lot as well, which is really nice. So hopefully I can just keep going, and then one day I will be more where I'd like to be. I'm definitely better when there's a reference. I still have a lot of practice to go before I can work without as many references. When I have a reference, I'm pretty good. I have to admit, you know, I'll give myself credit. When I do zine, I'm gonna do all of those with a reference sheet. So I'll pick a fancy fashion-themed pose and a cool-looking outfit, and I'm just going to go ham and draw a new one every day. In a simplistic style, so I can actually finish it without 3 years going by and then me crying that 3 years went by. But yeah, let me head off onto the other thingamajig. Alrighties. Let me turn my lights off. Oh god. I haven't stretched once because we don't have the redeem for that. Oh god. Oh, that's so sweet, Cubex. Oh, that's nice. We do actually have a Discord server. I draw on Twitch mostly, for like live streaming and stuff, but I have a bunch of stuff that I actively like show people. It's mostly in, I guess the Discord's like the most common place that I do stuff with. Let me grab the link again. There is one attached somewhere to the... I always forget. Was that your bones? Yeah. So something people probably didn't know. I do remember making a video for it, but so a long while ago when I was making OC Chronicles, it was before I moved countries. So I moved to England. So I was in Australia. I moved all the way to England and I got married. So I got married to Andy, my spouse. I used to do my Amy and Andy comics. I started making a couple of those, I think, after I moved. And then 2019, we got into like a place we could actually stay for a longer period of time. My health deteriorated so quick. So there was a point where I couldn't draw at all. Unfortunately, because of that, like, I just couldn't produce content at all. I could actually barely work for a while, and so basically all of my stuff kind of died. And I feel bad because when I started to come back to make stuff, I could not make stuff at the same speed that I used to. But I had like massive issues with my shoulders. I couldn't really sleep properly because I had pain through the whole thing. We have managed to get that kind of like under control, so I don't really get that as frequently. But it does like pop up every now and then if I'm drawing too much. So we've kind of got like a routine, I think, to fix stuff now. So I don't get it as much anymore. So I can produce stuff. It's just a little bit slower because I'm also a little bit older now. I'm aging every year. It's great. Soon I'm going to be as old as all of my old men OCs, and then I'm just going to be sitting there side-eyeing all of them going, ah, you youngins. What a time. But yeah, I wanted to thank everybody very much for coming to my stream. I don't know if... I mean, I might try to do one stream on YouTube every now and then, just so people get like a rough idea of what I'm doing. I would like to try and do like a video more frequently. I've considered doing the OC Chronicles styled stuff again, but we shall see. We shall see. It's tentative right now because I'm just in a weird position with all of my stuff. So I'm trying to see if I can make a few things just for the fun of making them, and then go back to doing all of the shenanigans that I guess are normal for me in the first place. But doing my little house that I was doing was like one of the nicest things that I've got at the moment. Yeah, we'll do like an update stream every now and then. But yeah, your house comes first. Yeah, I've got, so thankfully I've got a very, very tentative and attentive, there we go, spouse who makes sure that I do normal health things, like drink water. And is just generally a very, very nice person to be with. I'm the happiest I've ever been since being like married to my partner, so it's very nice. And we're getting there in terms of like health issues and jobs and all the normal life shit that everyone has to deal with. But my characters make me happy. They're my mental health fix. Where all the serotonin is, and the stuff that I can do with them is absolutely amazing. And it's not just for me. Andy really enjoys them as well. Sometimes we just listen to bits and bobs that I've made over the years. So it's really cool. It's also made us like more friends with some of the people in the VO community. So yeah. But yes, thank you guys so much for coming. If you happen to use Twitch, you can catch me next week on Saturday. I'll be streaming probably Zine. I'll be drawing Zine in fancy outfits, because he needs to wear fancy outfits, right? Like, definitely lots and lots of fancy outfits. But yeah, it'll be a good time. No, you don't understand. Like, I'm ruining my own mental health with my boys, but it's the idea of knowing what that happens later, and I can live with that. It's fine. I've cried. Well, there was one of my audios, I put it on and I cried so hard when I first put it together. I was just like, oh my god, why did I make this?
No.
Oh my god.
Wrong. It's like, what's it?
No,
I'll
then
let
it's
this
not
play
cool.
through, and then I'll
if you add one
turn
of
this
these,
stream
and
off.
then this one, and there. Now that's how you spell my name.
Wow! What does mine look like?
Yours. Let's see. You're a princess, so you need a crown.
Can you use the sparkle pen?
Yeah. Let's put sparkles all over it. Like this. And then we'll color this part in.
I love tie.
Perfect.
It's so pretty.
Oh, my studious little girl.
Papa, how do you write Mimi?
Me? Oh, you write your name like this.
At least Laz didn't die this stream.
What? No, that's wrong! It needs a sparkle pen.
Okay, then like this?
No! Ty! He can't do it!
He didn't know how to do the thing, so this doesn't surprise
Wait,
me.
Hime, sweetheart, Papa is just doing things how they're supposed to.
Papa is not studios. I am disappointed very much.
I'm so confused.
Oh, I love them. Okay. Yeah, so as I was saying, thank you guys so much for coming to my stream. I know it's not normal for me to do it on here, but I appreciate everyone sticking around. Hopefully the VOD should stay up, so if you wanted to see anything that I talked about earlier, any of the stuff that I showed off, then you're welcome to rewatch it and have a look through all of the bits and bobs and what we were talking about, because there was a fair bit of random lore and stuff in there. But yeah, thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it, and it was so nice to be able to kind of reminisce a bit. But I shall see everybody whenever I do stuff again. You know, it's totally gonna happen sooner because I'll remind myself and fix Brom probably. But yeah, bye bye!